All right. My mind palace, yes. And, okay, so I'm going to kick it live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kristi, D&D with Kristi. Got all ahead of myself there. Yes, welcome back also to all of my members of the training team building exercise event. Thank you all for returning. We're going to do a special part 2 of the part one shot special that we didn't get through. Who knew dinosaur races would take so long? Probably everybody who thought about it for a hot minute.
65 million years.
Yes. And so we're going to pick it up and continue on with our adventures. But before we do, I think this is going to be entertaining. I'm actually looking forward to this. Normally it's Yella who traditionally does our episode recap. I guess other people are able to jump in when he's done and add on top of it. But I really am interested to hear how you're going to characterize the adventure so far.
Okay, so last time we started out with a very quick and dirty introduction to everybody, and we had to make up some neat one-liners. After which, we went for some dinosaur racing. We had a very thrilling, very close dinosaur race where Clue and Hibara won by murdering the opposition, which was then quickly followed up by an event, or more accurately, a series of events of people just falling off of shit.
That's accurate.
I think like hour of just bumbling around and just not making any progress. During which one of the racers just fucked off, just stomped and walked away.
These are all true things.
After which, we did our we went to do performances. The main BN2C team did the story of when they captured Floxen. The other team did a magic show. I think that's the best way to describe it.
I felt like it was interpretive dance of some sort of dramatic reenactment of a fight and another fight and a liberation of a kid.
Somebody was locked in a tank of water and almost drowned. That's like the main thing I took away from it.
Someone was locked in a cage as well. Yeah.
Yep. A lot of people were locked up, to be honest.
But the audience loved both performances, which was the main outcome. Anyone else want to pop up or pipe up before we go forward on the next bit? All right, silence is consent. So I'm gonna just take that in this case. If you object, speak up. Right. So you finish up backstage, and you hear from the metal grill. The voice comes over and says, "Both teams receive full points. Please exit out of the doorway." And the only doorway is the doorway that you came in through the first time. So you can all take off your costumes and do whatever else, leave whatever else behind, and then you're in your dressing room there in the theater. So what would you guys like to do? Are you going to go through the door? I assume, but I don't want to. Everyone's set to go forward?
Yeah.
Excellent.
As we're leaving, as everyone's leaving, Hibara is going to scooch on up to Glimmer and cover her mouth and sort of say offhandedly in Druidic, "Don't tell Felvar that you're a slave. It'll be a big deal, and we're just not here for that today." And then she goes through the door.
And I don't speak Druidic. So I say, "What?"
Yep. Starting up now.
Yes, you've been introduced to Hibara. This is Hibara, yeah. All right, so as you guys walk out of your dressing rooms through the door, you're walking back into the exact same hallway that you were walking into before, or so you thought, except this time you are confronted with only one door. The outside of the door, there's a wooden sign that reads, "Inconvenience Challenge."
I mean, this is the one we're going with. He just opens the door and walks in.
All right.
It would be very inconvenient if it was.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you all make your way in, and when I can sort of describe the room a little bit and then take you over. But what you see is you're walking out onto what you realize is a balcony. When you first walk through the door, you guys, there's about 15 feet of space between you and the out. It's quite a wide space, and then you see across the room in the distance another balcony. But you notice there's a really big drop off between the two balconies, and when you look down, you see this and bones. They don't have the bones in here, but there are some. There are also 2 wooden chests that are in the room as well. And as you're starting to get your bearings, the voice comes over the metal grill again. "Associates of the Solutions Guild must be able to work toward a common goal. Using the tools provided, work with your fellow surviving associates to cross to the far side of the room. Due to your performance so far, each of you will be randomly assigned a performance countermeasure. This will hopefully allow you to showcase your ability to overcome obstacles and engage in lateral thinking. Lastly, please note that magic has been deactivated in this room. And I need every single one of you to roll a d12.
I was like, Mara doesn't have magic. So... Oh no, tell me I'm not working with Belvar.
Is that everybody? I'll go down the list. Keep rolling if it's not you. Mike, you suddenly find that you have the hiccups. You're going to have to roleplay as having the hiccups the entire time you're in this room. Parker, suddenly, is that... I forget who Parker is, but I'll just go with the names on there. Perry.
That's Vari.
Vari, okay, Vari, yes. You find yourself suddenly shrinking down and down and down, and your clothes are matching you, but you're turned into about 7 years old. You are now your child self, and you can take your hit points down to 5. And all of your modifiers for like strength will also be affected as well. But we'll get to that when you do your rolls. Okay, who's next? Perry. Perry, you have to sing the first lines of I'm a Little Teapot before you speak every single time, or your party members will not understand you. Hibara, 6. Oh, you have to, in order to do any... let me say, oh yes, if you want to speak to the group, you have to first moonwalk, or no, I'm sorry, you have to do a dance of your choice and pass a performance check of 12 whenever you want to speak, or your party will not understand you. Clue number 10. You actually have to moonwalk. And every time you do an ability check, and if you fail it with a DC 15, you will have to roll with disadvantage. Glimmer number 6. You also will have to describe the dance moves that you want to make before you talk to other members of your party, or they won't understand you. Belvar, you're suddenly drunk. And everything you do, all your checks have disadvantage. All your skill checks have disadvantage. Mara, since we don't have 2 people who are drunk, you are going to I don't know. Do I want to do this one or this one? All right. You find that you can only use words that end in TION. Demonstration, information, expiation.
You bought hateration. Oh my god.
Did you make it?
The voice says, you will receive points for each member of both parties that make it across. Injuries or death will be deducted from your overall totals. Finally, sorry, let me just find this line here. There's sort of still static going on, and it says, if party members take too long to complete the task, there will be a 5-minute warning before spider wolves and ghost sharks will be released into the room to encourage your further lateral thinking. Okay. Right, so your time starts now. You're in a room, there are some wooden boxes, there's a balcony that is 15 feet in space and a drop that's 60 feet down. You're been told you have to get across. And in this case, you guys aren't working as sort of separate teams, so you can work together to get across to the other side.
Okay, guess we're checking out the boxes.
Did you say something?
Yeah. I have to think for ability check, so I need to moonwalk first. I can just stalk.
You have to do your check before you can talk. And it has to be a DC 15 moonwalking.
I assume that's performance?
Yes, it is a performance check, thank you. Oh, Clue is just like this, the worst, like a very, he does a moon, it looks like a moonwalk, but mostly it just looks like he's dragging his feet backwards. And then he babbles something incoherently.
He just walks through the box and starts looking at it.
Sorry, you walk to the box?
Yep.
Okay. Anyone who walks to the boxes, doesn't require any checks. And there are 2 boxes with with identical things on each side. You have there 10 feet of silk cord, 10 foot poles. One 10-foot pole, 50 hammers, a bed sheet, 7 6-foot planks of wood, 4 50-gallon. Next to it are 4 50-gallon barrels containing honey, vinegar, beer, and flour. You can find 100 18-inch planks of wood, 12 iron spikes, and a silver mirror.
Can I get a definition of magic from the DM?
You can ask the metal grill if you'd like.
Oh, well, I guess I can just try. Mike's gonna try to use his telekinetic mage hand.
It works.
All right.
Congratulations, Mike, for creative thinking and bucking authority. Extra points have been awarded.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Oh, by the way,
the gap was?
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing any hiccups.
I'm asking the
yeah,
DM.
That's true. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Kelsey has a question for the DM.
Okay,
Can I put S's at the end of my words?
sure. As long as it says Shion in it, like
So as long
questions.
as wait, so it's SION?
No, T. I'm sorry, the TION sound. So
It has to
The
be
sound
T.
or the actual
information.
So it has to be TION. It can't be
T as
just
in Tom.
ION.
TION.
God damn it!
Like information or explanation.
I was hoping it was just ION because then I could use
No.
Like, other words.
No.
Fucking damn it. TION. I hate you. You just God fucking damn it.
So did Mike have another question for the DM?
Just how big did you say the gap was?
15 feet.
15 feet. Okay. Easy enough.
I don't think there are enough words in the fucking English dictionary.
Wait, the gap is 15 feet
Between them. Let me see.
between the 2 ledges?
Well, where's the end? Okay, here we go.
The room contains 2 balconies facing each other across a 15-foot gap. It's a 60-foot fall you'd estimate to the floor. And there are a lot of bones down there.
Right. And trying to do my best little kid voice. And all the items are on the first balcony that we're on?
Yes. There are 2 sort of wooden crates at either end of the room, along with those barrels. And then both boxes have identically the list I read out. If you need me to read it out again, be reminded of anything, you certainly can. Also, you have whatever you're carrying on yourselves.
All right. So first I'm going to do a dance. I do a sort of a belly dance. A little shaky. And
It's a performance check.
it is a performance check.
Yours are 12. So some are higher. I don't know why clues are so high. I should probably.
I am going to try to cast guidance on myself.
Yeah.
Because I don't care. And all right, performance.
Yes, you made it. Yep. She does this little
Yay!
shaky thing, and then she speaks.
So I say, we're gonna need to maybe tie the little kid to somebody because otherwise they're gonna fall for sure. They're so little. Who's strong enough to carry a baby?
Mike just pumps his arms a little bit. I think I can handle it.
Hey, you ain't gotta tie me up. I know exactly what I'm doing.
You're a baby.
I just look like a baby. Besides, I'm 5 years old here. Like, yeah.
It's a baby. No one listens to babies.
I have a question,
Yeah.
Kristi.
Yes, go ahead.
Grizzle was able to come into the room with us, right?
No, he got left behind when you
couldn't come into the room?
teleported around. It's just the team again.
Okay. I have to poop him again. Yeah.
Wait, Kelsey has another question.
Yes.
Can I make when I'm talking? Can I make descriptions of what Mara's doing, or do I have to?
Oh, like if she doesn't, if you want to say like Amara does a sort of charades where she goes over and points at the bed sheet and wraps herself up in it. Yes, you can definitely do that. If you want to describe how she mimes, how she communicates, you don't. Then
Okay.
yes, you don't have to use Xian to do that. It's just when Mara
Thank
wants to
you.
speak.
All right.
And the performance check was how much?
It's I'm gonna put them at a standard 12. And I think Clue, yours, what was yours before that you did? Okay, yours was initially gonna be 15. That's too high. I don't want you guys to get stuck. So everyone's performance checks are at 12, just as a standard.
All right.
Well, Thelval standing over, leaning against a wall, examining the bottle of scotch that he swiped from the bar in the first run. It's like, I could have sworn I hadn't drunk that much. Oh.
Mara walks over to Belvar, kicks him in the leg, and says, and points at the bottle and goes, "Sedition!"
But Mara, why are the two of you? I haven't drunk that much. What's going on?
Sedition, sedition, sedition! Then she takes the bottle and walks off with it.
All right, so I'm on a stair. What is the closest thing to me?
Well, basically, if you like, the balcony is just a big flat 15-foot square area where you guys are, and then there's the 15-foot gap and like another balcony. So you, when you're standing, you could, like, when you walk in to your right, like from the center of the door, when you walk in to your right, sort of on the wall, on the right side of the wall, there's this wooden chest and barrels, and there's a mirroring wooden chest and barrels to your left-hand side, and then you see this sort of stone floor pavement, and then the railing of the balcony itself is also stone. It is probably on a human, about waist high. It is see-through, and it's got sort of like that, sort of like column, like the hourglass sort of column shape of, in stone in between. So you could wrap things around there or tie things off. The other one looks exactly the same. So it looks like a railing with, that artistic work, stonework with openings, and then another flat surface on the other side. Except that side doesn't have any wooden chests or barrels or anything on it. It's just an empty space.
What is the floor made of?
The floor is made of paved stone.
Why are you lying? The floor is made of lava.
Always.
So I guess I'm gonna start tying some rope to the railing and sort of testing it.
Okay, you mean the 100 feet of silk cord?
Yes, I also have my own rope, I think, but I'll use the one that they gave.
Okay.
Question. Hi, question. I look up. What does the ceiling look like?
The ceiling is, you're in, it's a rather open space. If you had to guess, it would look like it's about a 2-story space up, and it's just flat walls and a slightly arched ceiling above you. So there's
So nothing to throw a rope up to anchor to swing across. Then
no, but good looking. Yeah.
Glimmer, Hold on 1 second. How much room is there between the gap and I don't know, the door, I guess? Like, how much foot do I have? If I wanted to get a running start, say.
I assume it's a 15 by 15 foot square area.
Then Glimmer, just hand me the rope. And Mike's just gonna jump across. Take a 10 feet starting run and jump across the gap.
Okay, excellent. All you have to do is your athletics check, I think, and your strength is
16.
Yeah.
So should be pretty easy, but we'll go athletics checks.
Oh yeah.
20.
Yeah, Mike just goes bounding over. He hiccups in the middle of this jump, which is kind of awkward, but lands safely on the other side.
All right. And then I'll just tie it up and come on over.
Well done,
Okay.
well done, those men.
I got this. I jump up and I basically grab the rope and swing around and kind of like put my legs around it, so I'm kind of like almost dangling, and I'm just kind of like work my way across. Like, it's fun, guys. Come on.
Okay, and your let's see. Oh, I see. Okay, there's the check. Yeah, go ahead and give me you can do acrobatics if you want, or athletics.
We do acrobatics.
Yeah, no problem. The silk rope actually is quite easy to move across, and Vare just sort of like. I mean, they're a child, so it's. Yeah, so it takes them maybe a little longer than if they were an adult, but yeah, they make it across no problems whatsoever.
Glimmer's gonna do the dance again,
Okay.
and so she can talk. Hopefully, yeah. And after she does her, shaky shimmer, she's going to say to Parker.
Barre.
All right. No. To the barbarian.
Oh, Mara.
Mara. Yeah, sorry. I'm terrible with names. So she's gonna say to Mara, you should be the last one over because you can jump with the rope. And then she's gonna dance over the rope.
Actually, I would suggest I go last with the rope tied around me, because I can barely focus on the other side. And I'm not exactly steady on my feet right now. So, if I don't make it, at least you have me on the rope and can pull me up.
Mara picks up a small pebble and, like, as in a sign of agreement not to hurt Delvar, kind of chucks it at him and goes, hateration, holleration, and thumbs up. In agreement.
Ibarra does a simple little dance.
I think hold on to your dance, which you've passed. But I think Glimmer was still gonna shimmy across the rope.
Boom.
Oh my gosh.
She dances across the
You
rope.
dance. Yeah. You
There's
moonwalk.
like jazz hands.
You're like,
I'm
Clue, this is how you moonwalk. Jazz hands.
Clue just kind of pouts.
Excellent. You make it, safely across the other side. What kind of dance, or what is Hibara doing?
Oh God, what was that called from the 60s?
The mashed potato?
Yes.
That could have gone
Like
either way.
Potato something. What the hell was it called? Yes, that's what she does.
So yeah, just kind of describe it, like the sort of plain, dye greened, your wood elf in a plain
Yes.
dress. Just does the mashed potato. All right.
That could go very,
order to
very
speak.
wrong.
Let me try something, Thelvar, and you might not have to do anything. And she's going to put Grizzle right on the edge. Because it's not magic.
When you get over to the other side, Glimmer, you feel something kind of change in you. And instead, you kind of like feel this. You no longer feel the need to dance before you speak, but you notice that you feel the need to say the word chicken before you can say start a sentence.
This feels weird. Chicken. I'm usually a hummingbird chicken.
Hummingbird chicken? I've never heard of one of those before. Oh.
Also, clue, you also don't feel the need to dance before you speak now. You just feel like every single turn you want to try to kick somebody, like your boots are cursed.
Haven't even done anything.
So you no longer have to moonwalk before you speak, but every single time when you want to do something, the nearest person to you, you're gonna have to go up and try to kick them. Well, you have to roll a d6, and if you roll a 1 or 2, you succumb to the urge and you walk over and kick somebody.
Okay, guess I see if I get overcome by the urge. I actually typing wrong, right? Maybe.
Oh, this
4.
time resisted. 1 or 2 fails. Right.
Good. Yes, I'm trying to go over the rope.
Okay.
I assume I can do that with acrobatics as well.
Yep, acrobatic, athletics, whatever you'd like. Oh yeah. Like suddenly, like taking away the need to moonwalk makes your feet feel, you're much more centered, even though you really want to kick somebody when you get to the other side. All right. Hibara, you were saying something to Thelvar, I think, and we got distracted. So, was there something?
And she was bringing out Grizzle.
Oh, okay. All right. Grizzle's there. Your little fire elemental.
And do I need to do another performance to continue talking?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, good.
Excellent.
Continuing dancing, she says, Elvar, come over here. Also, do you trust me?
I don't think I have much of
Chicken.
a
Don't forget the chest. Chicken.
Actually, should we have brought some of those items like over here for the next challenge?
I'm assuming I brought like a couple of the light ones, like maybe the bed sheet.
Sure, I can read off the list again if you want. By the way, Hibara, you feel it too. You feel like a change in your body. And suddenly you're remembering all these jokes, and you just like have to tell a joke to somebody before you can say anything else, because they just really want to get out of your mind. Not Thelvar, you're still drunk.
Thelvar picks up one of the chests. I guess I'm ready for whatever you have.
You're picking up an entire chest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. We have to find out what's not in it. So you guys are using the 100 feet of silk cord. There's a 10-foot pole. I don't think you took that over. There are 50 hammers.
Probably don't need all 50 hammers.
Right.
I would have taken like one hammer and the bed sheet. That's
Okay.
what I would have
Some
taken.
planks of wood, gallon barrels of beer, vinegar, honey, and flour. More planks of wood. These are 18-inch planks of wood, and 12 iron spikes in a silver mirror.
Make sure you bring the beer.
Oh, I would have brought it. I forgot about the silver mirror. I definitely would have pocketed the silver mirror.
Okay. Right.
Okay, anticipating what Hibara was going to do, I presume the two chests are close together.
No, there are basically, when you walk in the door, one's to the left side of the door and one's to the right side of the door, like not behind the door where it would swing so you couldn't see it, but kind of like a little bit further on each side. Not at the all far edges, but like, yeah, when you walk in and look behind you, you would see their flanking doorway.
Okay, so he's going to grab it, and whether he gets it picked up or not, he's just going to hold on to it for dear life. If you're going to do what I feel rather nauseous. Sorry, if you're going to do what I think you're going to do, Ibarra, do it now.
She's gonna push Elvar to the very edge of the balcony,
Yep.
right next to Grizzle,
Okay.
and say, Elvar, do you know why there are so many? Do you know why falling would be a bad idea?
It would hurt.
No, because people are just dying to do it, and then we put you across to the other side.
All right, and this is your teleport?
Yep.
Okay,
Little
so
teleport ability. So.
Grizzle and Thelvar teleport. And
Oh no! If
oh.
Grizzle, Ibarra, and Thelvar
Oh, okay. All right.
all lined up. Basically,
And
she
the
would be
chest.
outside of Grizzle.
Yes.
And now we're on the edge of the opposite balcony.
Just barely.
With a chest.
With the chest.
Exactly.
All right. So when you guys, who else? Yeah, who else needs to get over? Where's Perry?
Harry still needs to get over.
Yeah.
And so does
We
Mara.
took the rope, didn't we?
Yeah. No, they
did.
teleported. No, they
Oh,
teleported.
So the rope's still
Oh, yes.
there. But
So you
Perry's,
bring the.
Perry's going to go to
rope.
the other chest first and get the mirror, the spikes,
Yep.
and silk cord.
Oh, yep. Add them to your list. They're yours.
Okay. He's going to tie the silk cord to the end of the rope that's on this end
Mm-hmm.
before he goes over, so he can try and use that to pull the rope.
Trust. Okay. So Mara and Perry, is there anyone else left on the other side? That's it, right? The two of you?
Yep.
Okay.
Did Mike come over?
Mike was the first one over.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
took
Mike
the
was
rope
definitely
over.
the
That's right.
first
Mike
one
took the
over.
rope over.
So Mara waits for Perry to take the chest and go over. What's left on this side?
It's not looking good.
No, Perry is dangling very dangerously. The chest is gone. You are barely hanging on. All of you see Perry in a very dangerous situation.
Oh.
Do we want to?
Damn it.
I don't know if we want to roll initiative, but
I lost my list of words.
damnation.
Non-prescription, transfiguration, ultra filtration.
Yeah.
Photo ionization.
Yeah. You hear Mara. Those of you who stop paying attention and like are focusing on other things, you hear Mara yelling random words, and you see Perry.
Identification, capitalization.
So where is Perry?
Let's say
I'm
that Perry got, so there's a 15-foot rope. Perry started making his way across and flubbed it. Let's say he about halfway across when he really lost
Okay.
his balance.
And so is he falling, or is
He
he
is-
just loose?
At the moment, he is holding on by his hands, but his feet are dangling off. The chest is gone. Was it tied to your body, Perry?
Perry just took some items from me.
Oh,
He
you
didn't
just took
take
the
chest.
whole chest. Okay, all right. Yeah. So you're basically kind of lost your grip and you're dangling on the rope, a little precariously.
Oh, well, looks like we're not getting this rope back then.
Okay. I'm gonna go out to the rope and give him a hand.
Are you gonna do that?
Big
have
and
an
strong.
idea.
Big and strong.
I have
an
Mike
idea.
doesn't-
Well, you have to
Scream.
you have to meet
Reproduction, and hoping that
reproduction.
Reproduction. It ends in TION. Don't judge me.
Don't fall out there, abs, Mickey.
So Mike, you're gonna
Shut-
try to
shut,
reach
Mike.
across. Yeah.
I'm just gonna climb across. Too late.
haven't
Mike's already doing it, so unless you do it.
Athletics.
Fucking damn it! Reproduction!
Hibara just waves.
That's all she can do.
So,
And
yeah.
she screams just that.
So, Mike, you make it out to.
I don't understand what's happening. And I put guidance on Perry.
Oh, you both suck. All of you suck.
Okay, so Mike comes out.
So.
He's gonna give you try to give you a hand to get back up and be on the rope in a way that's safe, Perry. So you can go ahead and give me either an acrobatics or an athletics check, but with guidance from Glimmer.
Oh, inauguration, fermentation, colonization.
And oh, that is your. He's still dangling, Mike. You're out there, you're safe, but he just he can't. He doesn't have the core body strength to get his legs up. And now you both are on this rope, adding weight to it.
Well, that was the same as before. He would still have the guidance, but I don't think even that's enough to.
Well, that was a D20 plus 4, actually.
Yeah, but that's the plus
Which is
4.
his- Which is his standard bonus.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize that. I thought that was your your guidance. So you need to add an extra D4 to that.
I'll add a D4.
Termination. Where did the other word go?
That didn't help.
God, you have no luck, man.
Ah!
It's good knowing you.
Termination. Resignation, resignation. Margus is over on the other side, laying there, going, "What the fuck? Why am I here? I'm stuck." Reproduction.
All right. So is anyone gonna help Mike or Perry? You guys know that magic actually works in the room, despite what you were told. So, or use any of your equipment.
Oh, ventilation.
I don't think they want Hibara's magics. Just glad to get what I have prepared. No, that's.
Oh God. All right. So they're 15, 20 feet from me.
Well, they're about halfway, so it's only 7.5 feet.
7.5 feet. Okay.
Well, I mean, they are in the middle of the rope too, so let's give it another extra foot for just sinking down, because all the weight is in the center of the rope right now. So make it 8. Let's make it 8 feet.
Yes.
I don't have anything.
Look, someone throw another rope for Perry.
Actually, could I use my mage hand to just use my rope tied around his waist?
Yeah, you can try a sleight of hand. It's going to be difficult because he's swinging, so it's going to be a higher DC check, but you can try. But you have to... Oh, wait, you have to do something first, don't you?
Oh yeah, I need to check if I kick somebody first. Just a second.
5 or 6 on a D6. Yep. So, yeah, of all the people around you, who do you want to go and try to kick?
I mean, I can't kick Mike because he's already on the rope.
Nope. Or Perry. Mara's on the other side. It's
Yep.
Hibara, Delvar, Glimmer, and Varian.
He's not gonna kick the child. So I'm not gonna kick
You should take the child.
So I'm
Take the
sorry,
child.
Glimmer. You're about to get hit.
You can just give me an attack roll.
I mean that's no, I'm right. So
Before
that's
he
Yeah.
Before he rolls, didn't you say 1 or 2 was the fail, not the 5 and 6?
Oh, you're right. You're right. I forgot I was thinking of recharging my spider web on my druid. It
What
is
is
a
wrong with you?
it is a 1 or 2, so you actually resist the urge. You really want to kick Glimmer, but you decide, no, I need to focus here on the situation at hand.
Okay, so yeah, just mage handing the rope over there with a 14. I don't know if that's enough.
It was actually a check of 15, so it gets over there, and it just can't kind of get around. There's nothing. He's squirming around a lot, which makes it really difficult to get the rope around. Unfortunately.
Oh, damn it.
All right. I have
Mike
an idea.
is go. Oh,
Okay, so I cast my spiritual weapon directly under his feet, so he has some.
Oh, okay. Point not facing up.
Yeah, it's sort of just flat under his feet. Like, it's something. You can stand on it. It doesn't gonna move.
All right. You can tell the weight on the rope lifts a little bit as Perry distributes some of his weight onto your spiritual weapon. Describe what it looks like.
It is a I never actually thought of it before. It's going to be a beautiful, like, those stars, those throwing stars, but much bigger.
Like how much bigger?
Well, I think it's supposed to be like about the size of.
I think it fits in a 5x5 square.
It fits in a 5x5 square.
Oh, so yeah, basically, Perry, you see emerge or appear from nothing under your feet. This like plate-sized or even bigger, like platter-sized, really sharp-looking thing. But it's the flat part, and it sort of appears under your feet and lifts up to you, and you feel a little bit more stable than you were before.
Okay, so there's so both of them are out there. Does Mike have a good grip on the rope?
Yes, he's fine with his athletics, and he's got a grip on Perry, but just with working the two of them together, they can't quite seem to get his legs up to shift over, and Mike's kind of in the way, so he can't backwards, he could try to backwards movement out of the way, but right now he's trying to stabilize him, or he has stabilized. Together, he and Glimmer have.
Okay, so Mike and okay, so I shout, "Hey, Abs McGee! Hold on, I'm gonna give you a hand."
Abs McGee?
Yeah.
That's Mike?
Yeah, with the super abs. So I put myself in a stance, stomp my foot, and then I start moving my arms around in a circle, drawing water around me into a circle, and then creating basically a large tentacle of water. And I cast it around during water whip at Perry, basically in an arc. Basically, he's still dangling off, even though the thing is underneath him, right?
Right.
Okay, so the water stream goes around in an arc and basically whips around him, and Perry will need to make a dexterity saving throw, or take a small amount of or take some martial arts damage. But basically, this is going to grip him and pull him up to 25 feet closer to me.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Perry, and make your he needs to do a DC check against a dexterity check against what number?
2 times my child voice. 2 times my martial arts die and my wisdom mod. So
Can he choose to fail? I think that he could just let it do this.
no, that's just for the damage. It's gonna grip. Hang on 1 second. So two times my martial arts times martial arts plus my wisdom. So hang on. Martial arts. Okay, so my wisdom mod is 3, and my martial arts die is 1d4. So 14. So the difficulty is 14.
Okay, that's your roll, Perry.
So that's still D20 then.
Yep. And your dexterity bonus. Unless you're proficient in dexterity, right? Then you. Heard it, but I don't see it.
I've rolled. I am proficient in dexterity.
The only thing is, is it me? Am I not seeing it come up?
Oh wow!
No, you're
Oh,
There we
whoa!
go.
Oh my god.
Yay!
he's alive. I can
Yeah.
finally cross to the other side. No
Yeah,
wonder we
Perry,
have
you
shitty service.
feel this thing, this metal thing that Glimmer generates appears under your feet, and you no longer worry that you're going to fall to your death, possibly, on the rocks underneath. And then, Vare does this thing, and a water whip comes over, and you just feel it wrap around you, and you're yanked right over to the other side. Mike, you let go in time, so you don't have to worry about a dex save yourself. But yeah, you can crawl back pretty safely, safer where you are.
What's Perry's there? He's just gonna hug. Vare, I believe it is. Like just gonna hug.
Oh, you're welcome.
See,
Pats on the head.
team building.
That's how we do it. Back in the the Starfall Sea. That's how we do it back in the Sea of Falling Stars. Yeah.
Hospitalization.
What you said.
Hospitalization.
Salvar looks up from the ground where he's sitting and is like, I would have helped too, but the world is kind of spinning at the moment.
Underproduction.
Glue's kind of belts. Just rest, buddy.
Don't forget the rope.
Oh, Mara's still on the other side, right?
Yep.
Pre-cancellation.
Come on, Mar, you're a big girl. You can get over here.
Do I have the rope now?
The rope is still there, and there's also a floating disc halfway in the middle as well. That's a spiritual weapon that's still there because Glimmer hasn't told me it's not there anymore.
Oh. Athletics check, please.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Oh,
really?
Mara only gets about 5 feet across. Well, she gets about the same place Perry does, and because that's about what he got as well. And yeah, also just for some reason your boot slips and you lose balance, and suddenly you are dangling with 2 hands. Happily you're in the area with still as a spiritual weapon, so at least you can get to that on 1 foot and use it to help balance you out.
Can I roll for athletics again then?
Yeah, you can do an athletics check to see if you can climb back up. Get yourself back up.
I'm gonna guidance that.
Okay. And so
Oh look, 13.
you can also roll a d4 from guidance with your guidance from Clue.
Thank you, Clue.
Oh yeah, with the power of friendship, you manage to get back on the rope and you make it. So you're stabilized again. Do you want to try your final check to see if you can make it to the other side? Oh yeah, and once you're on, you use the thing to help the disc to help you push yourself back up, and all of you are now on the other side. And the door that you see in front of you says "Rags to Riches Race."
Okay.
All right.
Mara walks over to Clue and taps him on the back and goes, "Microevolution." Microevolution.
Clue, make a roll to see if you want to kick Mara.
Resistance.
Barely.
Barely resist.
Yes. No temptation.
Restraint.
Okay. Yes, you're restrained. You managed to...
Ooh, militarization.
You find as each of you pass through the doorway that the effects of that room are instantly worn off. Although you get to keep the things that were in the room. So those are yours now. yours now.
Mara walks over to Mike and kicks him. God fucking damn it! You were reproduction, and I was going to throw my spear so that it would take Perry across the way, but no! Ugh, I hate all of you. All of you suck.
I really should have used this curse to excuse kicking somebody.
So nice to be able to speak
I
again.
knew I hadn't drunk that much. Oh,
Oh,
very
by the way,
strange.
here's the truth again. I'm
Mara.
sorry, I had to take it from you.
Mara, give me that bottle back. I need
I'm
a
giving
drink.
it back to you.
Thank you.
Back to the fucking trying to do a nice thing and I'm getting yelled at. Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you into a hole.
Belvar didn't yell at you. He just.
Huh, Mara, better than usual.
T-I-O Edward. Fuck.
Mara really doesn't seem to like Belvar.
As you all enter this area, what you find yourself in is, when you look around, it looks almost like sorry, it's a large open room. And in it, you see, it's almost again like mirrored. So what's in one side of the room is in the other side of the room. And when you look around, it looks basically like a stone-walled room, like the balcony you were in before. On each side, there is a large chest that is filled with metal bars. There's a small table on each side with some gold pieces on top, along with several sacks that you can't see into and are closed. You see a mock-up of a wizard's lab, a small mock-up of a wizard's lab, with equipment and a bookshelf. There's also just a shelf on one of the walls with small statues and what appears to be maybe some jewelry. You can also see in front of you 2 large banquet tables with food and expensive-looking cutlery and candelabras and what. And then in the back corner, there is a jewel crown and scepter on the wall. As you're looking over the items in the room, the mechanical voice addresses you again. Style isn't enough to pay the bills. As an associate of the Solutions Guild, you are partially responsible for the financial well-being of the organization. In this room, you will demonstrate your ability to quickly and efficiently gather treasure. You will have 1 minute to bring as much treasure as possible across the finish line. You will be graded based on the value of materials acquired and ranked in comparison to the rest of your team building group. 1 minute. Your 1 minute began at the start of this message. All right, I need all of you guys to roll me initiative. I might have to type here because I don't think.
Mara says, fuck you, boys. Minute starts as soon as this talk. Why does my thing never like me? Fuck you! So angry.
Okay.
Never happy. Why can't I be happy? All I want is to be happy.
Now I can also describe that as you look at the when they talked about getting across the finish line, what you can see on the far end of the room. Okay, yeah. Is there are sort of like these large, almost like baskets, sat on the floor, and behind the basket is a stand with your name. Like each of you have your name over one basket. So the general idea I can tell you in terms of mechanics is that each of you, we're going to do the initiative order, and you get to pick where in the room you want to go. It will take you your full movement to like get to one part of the room, and then you will have an opportunity to do an action like an investigation or whatever you want to do, to look around, or a perception roll, whatever you want to do. And then on your next turn, it'll take you your full movement to get you over to your basket and empty it out. That pretty much makes sense to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just.
All right. Do you have to investigate? Can you just like
No.
grab a sack?
Yeah, you can definitely do that
Okay.
for sure. Right. So as I was.
Somebody thinking about grabbing shiny things.
Right. So I keep forgetting who's already in the list, and no, thank you to the players who grabbed their tokens. Not that anyone had to, because I didn't ask you to, but I am trying to talk and think at the same time. I think we can go. Clue has a 23, right? I'm pretty sure you're going to be first. So, do you?
Yeah, Clue first, Thelvar second.
Oh, dang it. So yeah, Clue, did you want me to read out anything else in the room again, or do you know basically where you want to go?
Yeah, can you just repeat what's in the room real quick?
Okay. Damn it, this isn't. Alright, you can see the initiative order, so I'll be slower on that. What you see are on your side of the room. Like we'll just say, you can go to either side of the room, but it'll be faster to go to the one closer to you, so that's what I'm assuming you'll do, but who knows with you guys. But each side has a large open chest filled with what looks like some sort of bars of metal. There are maybe about 100 bars stacked there. There's a small table with some gold pieces scattered atop, with several large sacks, which you cannot see into. They're tied up. And there's a small mock-up of a wizard's lab with a table full of equipment and bookshelf. There's a shelf that has a series of small statues and what appears to be like jewelry from a distance. The biggest thing in the room is the large banquet table with food and expensive-looking cutlery. And then there is, in the distance, there's what appears to be a jeweled crown and scepter on the wall.
Clue is gonna go over to the jewelry, and I'm gonna try and use my insight to see which pieces are the most expensive.
Okay, you're going to go over to where the jewelry is and the shelf with the jewelry and the figurines.
Yep. And just see what's most expensive on there.
Yep, go ahead and roll me an investigation. Okay, 22.
22.
You pick up each of the figurines and look at them. You pick up the jewelry, and you realize that the figurines and jewelry are cheap imitation crap and they're worthless.
Fuck.
And that's your turn. Delvar.
Thelvar goes over to the mock-up of the wizard's lab and investigates the bookshelf.
Okay. Yep, same thing. Well, I guess you're going to do an investigation. So. Yep.
Not a very good roll.
All right. Yeah, you can see books and alchemist equipment and potions. But at the moment, you can't really identify them by looking, but you think you'd probably be able to identify them if you took a sip of them.
Drink it. Drink it. Go for it. Do it.
So,
I'm just so happy I can actually speak in normal language now.
All right. Oh, Hibara, and you're on there already. I think that's almost everybody. I have to add the values, but we're almost there. Next up is Mike. Oh yes, Thelvar, you can decide.
Glimmer.
Oh, Glimmer. Thank you. I didn't see yours in there. I will scroll back up. Go ahead, Glimmer. 19.
Glimmer's gonna go over to the crown, pick it up, and look at it.
Excellent.
And as a bonus action, she shifts into her damn it, the thing, I hate when this happens. Does this happen to other people? Where it just sort of clicks weird on you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
All right.
I blame it on R&D.
So that gives me
probably fair.
an advantage on wisdom checks. So I'm going to use my insight.
Okay, well, first you have to tell me what your passive perception is.
My passive perception is 16.
You notice as you approach the crown and scepter that it's not there's actually, it's kind of got a shine to it that seems to be almost shimmering a little bit. And as you get closer, you realize what it is that it's 2 items suspended in a see-through gelatinous cube.
Give me, give me, give me the gelatinous cube. I
Alright.
need it.
So, so when I get there, I'm just going to reach through and try to pull the crown out.
Oh, okay. Let me. I have to refer to an appendix now.
So I had actually gotten more. Let me look at how much more.
Is that home as a pet?
I have temporary hit points to my level and con mod. So that is a 2 and 6. So I have actually 35 now.
One, 3. What am I missing in the lineup?
Whereas Var?
No,
Var.
Vare is at 17, right?
Yeah, I'm at 17.
Then you're missing me. Where
No,
did I go?
Mara's 17. I've got you at
No, you're
17.
there.
No, I don't
I
think
was-
you're missing
I'm-
anyone.
I-
Oh, okay.
What the?
I can't count then.
Yeah, there's 8 people in.
All right, that's fine.
Like I'm
5,
losing the
6,
ability to.
All right, I think I have one. All right, sorry, Glimmer. You were going to just reach in.
Yeah, I'm reaching in and I'm grabbing the crown and trying to pull it out.
Okay. Ooh. I'm trying to figure out what it does. It takes up the space. So I'm looking for the damage on this. Oh, right. Okay. Yes. So, you have to do a DC 12 strength check.
Oh, strength check. That's terrible.
To
Okay.
pull, so you've got to pull it out from the cube. So if you just willingly reach in, then it's a strength check, and you're gonna just accept the damage, right? That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably not going to do anything. Oh, 17. I can't believe I got it.
Yeah. Which one did you try to grab?
The crown.
All right, you're gonna go ahead and grab the crown, you pull it out, and as you're like,
I'm going to run for it.
well, you'll have your movement again on your next turn. So,
Was this a full?
everything in the
turn?
room is you get there, you get a movement, you get an action, and then your next
Okay.
round you get to yeah. So,
All right.
now let me just figure out the damage you take. As you're pulling it out, oh, it really burns. Your little arm, and it kind of wears away at your clothing and gets in your skin as it's all like ew. But you got the crown out. You are set.
Glimmer, I'm gonna do something for you in a hot minute. So you stay right there, sister. I got you.
All right, Magic Mike.
All right. I think for my action, I'm going to cast suggestion on Clue,
Okay.
and I'm gonna suggest a Clue. Clue, you want to get a whole lot of stuff for Mike and put it in his basket.
God damn it! You'll be practice for you. What shape is that?
Suggestion is DC 13 wisdom. I don't know, what does it say there?
Yeah, it says spell saves DC 13 at the bottom.
Yeah, I think it's wisdom.
15.
Oof.
Oh.
Feel this, yeah, a strong urge to donate all of your whatever you give to Mike, but then you shake it off, thinking, "There's no way."
Ain't no way.
But I like your thinking, Mike.
Give you
Oh, trust me, Clue has some ideas of his own.
And then I'm gonna use my movement to walk up to the alchemist magic part.
Okay, next time you can do your action and then take your movement. After Mike, it's Vare.
Okay. Okay, so one question. On the table with all the things,
The
are
wizard
the
things or the bars things? Or the banquet table? There's
the
three-
banquet table?
Okay, the banquet table. There's like a lot of tables.
Sorry, I should.
That's
On
okay.
the banquet table, it's a long table, and there's a thing of gold. There's a pile of gold coins and 2 basically grab bags. We don't know what's in them, right?
No, that is the table with sacks and coins. The
Okay.
banquet table has like plates and candelabras and cutlery and glasses, and things like that on it. So, did you want to go to the table with sacks and coins?
Well, just a question.
Mhm.
Does the table with sacks and coins have a tablecloth underneath it?
Sure. I mean, laying on top of it,
Yeah, basically.
covering it. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the table with the sacks and coins,
Okay.
and basically, I'm gonna grab the edges of the tablecloth, and
Okay.
just basically pull them together,
Okay.
and just pull them together, and I'm gonna hop. I'm gonna like half hop, half cartwheel over the table, and then just start sling that over my shoulder and just start dragging the whole thing.
Okay. Give me a athletics check. Because this, you got to carry it.
Mhm.
So basically, in this turn, you'll be able to heft it, but you won't be able to move it till your next turn. And put it into your basket. Yep. Yeah, you're able to gather everything up with the tablecloth there.
Okay.
Who is up next then in the list? It is Mara.
Glimmer, how much damage did you take?
11.
11. Mara walks up to Glimmer and goes, "If you give me the gelatinous cube, I'll heal you."
You can have the cube.
Awesome. All right. Mara uses healing hands
All right.
on hands of healing. Sorry, gotta make that right. Hands on healing on Glimmer, which is a E4. Ooh, plus my wisdom modifier, which is you get 5.
Okay. Thank you.
And Mara is like in the gelatinous cube and goes, "I'm gonna feed you so many yummy goodies." Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And starts cooing and petting the gelatinous cube, and looks at Clue and goes, "Look what I got!"
Kristi, this is a normal gelatinous cube, right? It's
Yeah.
not an unusual small gelatinous cube, right?
No, it is like human. It's a regular size. Like it looked like the crown and the scepter were hanging on the wall.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Just making sure.
I feel like nobody's actually doing what they're supposed to do right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, this is a typical Dragon Heist game for as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
Come on.
that is a typical Dragon Heist game.
All
They
right.
basically got a see-through wall there.
He
as a
said
pet.
gelatinous cube. I wasn't gonna go for the frickin' gelatinous cube.
So Mara, you're adopting a gelatinous cube for your turn.
Yes. You really think I wasn't gonna go for the gelatinous cube.
Okay. All right. She is in the corner petting her gelatinous cube. Hibara,
Yes.
what is Hibara gonna do?
Okay, we've got stuff on one wall,
Mhm.
stuff on another wall.
Yeah.
That wall's a cube. A now ransacked table in the middle,
Correct.
and then on the other side of the room, there's 2 wooden, like old-timey wash tub buckets.
Yeah, so basically on the other side of the room, yeah, it's sort of like big wooden barrels, like a massive, that they would
Yeah.
put like apples in, kind of thing. Although the when you get closer, you'll see that when you put something on there, it's like a trapdoor and it drops. And each of them has your name written over it.
And of course, Habara doesn't understand the concept of money.
Right.
But she does understand the concept of contest. So
Does
she's
she
going up-
though? Does she?
Well, we'll see. She's gonna go up to the other team's basket
Mm-hmm.
and sit down next to it and just put her hand on it. Now it's on fire.
Well, there are 4 of them.
Oh, there's 4 of them.
Yeah, so there's
For
one
each team?
per person. You're each getting evaluated individually here.
Oh.
Wait, I have to
Actually, you
put the gelatinous cube in the basket?
If she has to pick 2 people. Well, she's obviously going to be sitting next to Mike. So whose buckets are next to Mike's?
I want to put the gelatinous cube in the bucket.
We'll say Vare's and Perry's.
Now I'm really sad.
Let's see.
I want the gelatinous cube in the bucket.
Glimmers is the farthest away.
She's going to sit next to Mike's, and yeah, I guess she'll put her hand on Vare's because Vare just jacked that whole table.
Okay.
Fair enough.
and now they're on fire.
R&D, for my birthday, I demand this gelatinous cube.
So, yeah, Vare and Perry, when you guys look over at your baskets, they are currently on fire. You don't know if they're still going to work or not, but at the moment, anything you put in there would catch on fire, so you might have to take care of the fire first.
And Vare's just sitting there smiling in between.
Okay.
All right, so after Hibara is Perry. You're at the one end of the room. Mars just walked over and set your basket on fire. But you still have a whole room of treasure. So what would you like to do?
No, Perry's is fine.
Oh, Perry's is
think.
fine. It's Vara's.
Yeah.
No, it
It's
was
Mike's and Vare's.
Oh, Mike's and Vara's. Okay, all right. I'll put an F by both of them for fire. Okay.
Fire.
So this entire setup is Perry's nightmare because he's to steal everything.
If Perry touches my gelatinous cube, Perry's gonna meet war.
I feel that's the one thing he doesn't want to steal.
Yeah, that's the one thing he's not. Everything else, until he gets to inspect it, at least he wants to steal. Ooh.
Touch my gelatinous cube and die. It's basically the way that goes.
You said there was chests or something, special bars
Correct.
in?
There, on each side of the room, there are mirrored, in the same location, a large open chest filled with what looks like bars of some sort of metal. And you would guess that there's closer to 100 bars around there. It's not just like 5 or 6. It's like a stack of 100.
So Perry's just going to go left first to that and go to that one chest and investigate what's in it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll an investigation check to see how well you can assess what they are worth.
At least you guys didn't bark this time.
Ah, 16, brilliant. So as you approach them, you see that they are bars of dwarven steel. They're incredibly heavy, and they will require a significant feat of strength to pick up to move them. So you get to determine... and by the way, you also can assess, based on your investigation, that each of the bars is worth 20 gold pieces. So you can go ahead and give me an athletics check to see how many bars you can move this turn. 10. At least you got one.
Perry's not very big.
No, you're able to pick up or move. How do you want to do with it? You can handle one bar. You can pick up one bar right now for this round.
Okay, Perry's going to turn to Mike and say, "Do you want to help me move this entire chest?"
Okay.
Okay.
You can do that as a free action.
Wow.
You can do that as a free action. All right, we are back up to the top of the order. Clue, you've just had to shake off an urge to give everything you own to Mike, and then you kind of just came back to your senses. And now it's your turn. Wait, remind me where you are again. You're stood in front of the shelf.
Yeah, jewelry at the moment. Quick question: is there a visible time or so for how long this challenge is going, or no?
Ooh, you're lagging
Like,
and
do we
breaking
know
up.
when this challenge is just going?
Yes, you know that you have a minute. Well, there was the announcement that ran and says you will have a minute to do this, and then it also said that the minute began at the start of the announcement. So you know you have. I know how many rounds you have, but you don't. But it's obviously not. It's 10 or fewer, depending on how long the message took. So you know you've got under 10 rounds.
Okay. In that case, is Glimmer currently looking in the direction of her barrel?
Glimmer, are you currently looking in the direction of your barrel now that you've got the crown?
Of my barrel. What are you talking?
So what we're describing is it's kind of like where you're going to put your loot to get it counted. So there is a large wooden, not barrel, but like a basket, like you would haul apples in. You know, one of those big open ones. And
I feel like I would have at least. I would. My passive perception is pretty high. I probably, having gotten the crown, would be sort of looking towards where I'm about to go.
Makes sense.
Probably makes sense to me that she's got that sort of wisdom about her. So probably, yeah.
In that case, Clue's just gonna grab a bit some of the fake jewelry, run towards his basket, and then investigate the basket, see if those are expensive.
Right, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Yeah, it is like the cheapest wood that you're not at all surprised that Mike's and Vare's are on fire. I mean, these things are they're basically there to hold. They're not there to really carry things. They're more like a shot. So you can see when you look into it that the bottom is false. And are you gonna go ahead and chuck your stuff into it?
Yeah, just some jewelry, I guess.
All right. So when it lands in the bottom of the wooden basket, the bottom just sort of gives way, and it kind of goes on what you can see is a slide down, and you hear "bing" when you do that.
Clue just kind of looks at it, with just like a look in his eye. It's like,
Okay. So that's your turn. You got your movement and your action.
Uh-huh.
And you're all set. Okay. Thelvar.
Yeah, Thelvar's gonna go over the table with an Arcana check, see if he can spot anything that's particularly magical.
Yep. Go to the wizard's table and do
That's
an Arcana.
better.
Oh, much, much, much better. Okay, so this time when you take a closer look, at first you're just sort of like, your eyes kind of glossed over, like the books or whatever, and now you actually had a chance to kind of look at the titles a bit more. Your adrenaline is calmed a bit. And what you can see is that there's a book there that is worth about 80 gold pieces, you'd estimate, or at least that's what you pay for it. There's another one that you would easily pay 124. So, yeah, you think there's 2 books on the shelf that you think are worth money. The rest are not. And let's see. Okay. There are 3. There's the books on this there, the equipment, and the potions, and they're giving me different checks for each of them. So I think you have to make separate checks. So because that was the book one. I mean, if you want to pick a different one, but I think that you would look. I encourage you to say, yeah, I'll take the book reads and take the ones that are worth money, because that was my mistake, but okay. But you came up with something. So. So you can pull out the 2 books that you know are worth at least 200 gold, are worth about 200 gold pieces together.
Yep.
All right. So that's your check, and then you have your movement.
Yeah, grabbing those books. So, and we've got to take them somewhere?
Yeah, so at the other end of the room, there are these 8 baskets that are lined up, and each of the baskets are like a little stand with your name printed on another piece of wood. So it looks like, each of you have a place where you're meant to put your loot.
Okay, so yeah. Thelvar will head to his basket and drop the books in.
Okay, When you drop the books, they land in the bottom of the basket, and it gives way suddenly, and you hear kind of like them slide away, and you hear a noise that goes, "Bing."
Oh, and as he walks away from the table, he turns to Mike and says, "Oh, your basket's on fire."
I can't tell if you guys like each other or hate each other. It's a very complicated relationship going on here. All right, next up then is the glimmering Glimmer.
So Glimmer is going to go over to her basket. She's going to put in the crown and also the silver mirror she snagged from the other room.
Okay, all right. Very good. Yeah, you dump in the crown and you jump in the mirror and you hear it go ding.
I think that's my whole turn.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. I just had to make it. Okay. Your whole turn. Next up then is Mike. Mike, your basket is on fire.
That's okay.
Oh, and also Perry said something to you.
Perry said something, so I'm gonna use my movement to walk over to Perry, and just tell him, "Oh, we'll get some help," and then I'm gonna cast a Justin on Thelbar to come help.
Okay.
Fine.
So DC 13 Wisdom check or save. Sorry.
Silver's AFK.
Oh no. Okay. All right. We will hold that note, and then when they say back, we'll come back to it. So with that mystery, we'll put that a pin into that. Vare, your basket is also
I'm
on
the
fire.
one who kicked Mike, and he has yet to come at me.
So yes,
Also, Vare-
is Mara still standing between the two baskets, grinning?
It's Hebara. And,
Oh, I'm sorry. Is Habara
okay.
standing still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and she sat. I think. I don't know. She didn't say she
did.
moved. So.
Okay.
Her hands are still on the baskets.
Oh, okay. So I say, you set fire to something that is needed by a waterbender. Do you see the problem in your plan? And then I basically, it's a move action for me. I just wave my hand and splash water across it, extinguishing the fire and splashing Habara in the face.
Okay. Is there any kind of how does the spell work?
It's not a spell. It's
Oh,
an inherent
okay.
part of my being a elemental monk.
Okay, and you can extinguish fire with it?
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically, hang on a second. It is part of the elemental attunement.
Okay.
I think you can do like a 5 by 5 or 5 square feet worth of, or 1 square feet of liquid.
It says create a harmless instantaneous sensory effect related to air, water, fire, or water, such as a shower, instantaneously light or snuff out a torch, candle, or small campfire.
Okay, yeah, that'll count as a small campfire, I think. They're just wooden baskets. So, but it's one at a time, or what is it, 1 foot? So are you targeting one of them, or are you trying to target in between both? Cause
I was hoping to target all the fire in general. If you need me to make it a full action, I can basically water whip them again.
Hold on. So I'm just thinking. I want to be fair to this. So Hibara, I know you kind of were picking out the ones that were closer to you. So you sat down the 2 that were in front of you, or what you set on fire.
She sat between them.
She sat between them.
It's
So
a
one on
basket-
each side.
basket, one hand on the basket.
So you could center it on
Her.
Hibara.
Yes.
If you
She's in
wanted
between 2 baskets
on fire, that are on fire.
that are on fire.
The elemental attunement is an action, though.
Yeah, it will be
Mhm.
your action for this round.
Yeah,
to put out the
yeah,
fire.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so and if there's no check because you put out a campfire, Mara, suddenly there's a splush of water around you, and 3/4 of the baskets get immediately doused, and then the other sides start to steam as water rises up, putting out the fire and the instant heat and stuff, and they're slowly they're getting soaked enough where the fires are sort of flickering out. around you. All right, so that was your action. Is there anything you'd like to do with your movement?
I would like to continue to drag the whole thing back to my basket.
Okay, so this now basically when you start your next turn, you'll be at your now smoldering basket, and you'll be able to use your movement to put something into it.
Okay.
Okay. Just because there are 8 of you, I need to try to keep say out loud what's going to happen next time, so we both remember. Next up is Thelvar back?
No.
No Thelvar yet. Okay, Mike, hold on to that. Right. And then next up is Mara. You've got a gelatinous cube, right? That you're petting.
Yes.
And there's a scepter inside of it.
There's a scepter inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, question: can I convince the cube to give me the scepter?
I have to read the stats. I don't think that it's. Yeah, it's got an intelligence of 1.
So no.
Animal handling?
I was gonna say, can I roll animal handling on that?
This is a complicated thing. Give me the thing that is inside of you that you're eating.
Yeah, you don't have to I don't see that it has no languages. It says languages -- so it doesn't.
Right. I mean, but you you coo at a thing that doesn't have a language, and you just go,
I will tell you what.
I coo at my dog and it doesn't throw up within its stomach.
I've gotten my dog to drop the chicken.
Look, I just want to see. I want to see what's going to happen. We're doing this for my. You guys are here to abuse me, really. So, Mara, go ahead. You can figure out if you want to do a persuasion check. You can. The famous words of the DM. You can roll. You can try to do it.
Okay.
I have a question before this happens.
Yeah.
If Mara were to do a, I guess, Arcana check, would that tell her how gelatinous cubes reproduce?
Oh God, I don't want to know.
I think you do, but that's a bit metagamey.
You can roll a check to see if you know that from your life experience. Yes, it won't be an easy check, but
I don't want to know
because it's a pretty niche subject.
I don't want to know, so I'm not going to roll that.
Yeah, but who knows what war knows?
Okay, so Hibara, on your turn, you can.
That is also very true.
You can
War
roll
know
that.
pretty much anything.
All
right.
Yep.
Persuasion check.
You're basically going to need to crit. I'm telling you right now. I mean, come on. This is such an. There's only a 5% chance in the world that you could actually do anything to have an effect on this ooze. But I'll let you have that 5%. I'll let you have it.
Come on, Mr. Cube. I really want the scepter because I need something to put in my basket, and I don't want to put you in the basket. Please, Mr. Scepter, please. Wait, shit, fuck.
Please, shit, fuck, please.
Mr. Cube, please.
Okay, you have to roll. You can't just you're not going to convince me.
I know. I'm well aware of that. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my fucking computer at this point. No, so close.
Oh.
If you would have done it with advantage somehow, you would have put me in an awkward situation. As it is, the dice have saved the DM from having to do anything creative.
Way to go, team. Way to go, guys. Thanks.
Basically, as you're cooing at it, you notice that there's some condensation from your breath, kind of you're just, but nothing's happening. The scepter isn't moving. That's your.
Is that my action?
That's your action. Well, I mean, you did spend a lot of time cooing at it, so no, but you do have your movement. So if you want to try to reach into it next time, you can.
Well, in that case, can I move to my basket at least?
Sure, you can move to your basket. You can stand right in front of your basket.
I moved to my basket. Hi, Hibara. How are you? Look, I got a cube.
Okay, right. That's Mara's turn. Oh, is Thelvar back? Yes. Excellent. We're gonna go back in the order because something exciting happened during Mike's turn. So rewinding time. Mike.
I have very suggestively suggested that Thelvar help out put things into Mike's basket. So I
Match
need a
berries.
wisdom save, DC 13. Yes. So now you got to do the thing.
All right, so Mike and Perry are standing by the bars of dwarven steel, and Thelvar, wherever you are, you now this overcome with this sudden urge to what is exactly your spell? Is it suggestion?
It's suggestion, so I can throw it up there.
Yeah.
So you suggest course of action limited to a sentence or two. The creature can't be charmed or immune. Oh, that's it. The suggestion must be words. Ask him to creatures have itself as I'm going to do it. Okay. The suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends and the subject finishes. And so she's got to do. Thelbar's got to do what I asked her to do. Got to help put things into my basket.
Thelvar's a him, yeah. Yes.
Sorry, Thelbar.
And for up to
He's
8
gotta
hours,
do
you can
that.
concentrate.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
It's a concentration spell, so I'll keep it going. But for right now, that's what you got to do.
On your turn.
So I can.
On
So
your
I can
turn.
attempt. So I can attempt to save again on my turn. Yeah.
Let me see. Creatures get on a failed save, it performs a course of action to the best of its ability, can last for the duration. The suggested course of action can last for the duration. And I don't see if you fail the first save that you get another throw anywhere next. Am I missing it? I don't see it. I just see the target must make a wisdom saving throw, and on a failed save, it pursues the action. So I guess it depends on what action Mike chooses to. Oh, what do you
which
say?
one's to
What is-
help?
Mike's already chose.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
can you repeat
the
it?
action I
So,
chose was
to help put some items into Mike's basket.
Yep.
Thelvar will do that. But once he's done it once, then that fulfills the suggestion. So, fair enough.
Okay.
We all stop saying basket because it's throwing me into a tisket.
What would you like to tisket a tasket?
Yeah, I hate you all.
Okay. All right. So, Mike, you've got your suggestion. And are you gonna give up your movement for this round? Or
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and yeah, because I moved over to Perry's
right.
for the next one. So yes,
Okay.
I'm over with Perry.
Mara, we've already had your negotiations with the cube. Hibara, you are wet, and there are the now flickering flames of the soaked baskets next to you.
How big around are these baskets? Like 5 feet each?
Not quite 5. I mean, I'm thinking like if you hold out your arms, you can't quite make it. Will fit in most objects. It has to be big enough to hold most objects, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like. So it's not like 5 feet round seems very big. I would say more like I don't know, 2 feet across, half that. Let's call it like half that.
So a person couldn't fit in one.
Oh, you could stand in one.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't do it, Hibara. Don't do it.
Nope, that's the exact same idea I had.
God fucking damn it, the two of you.
Let's see. She's going to then go to her basket and turn into a kitty.
Okay, so to
And
describe
jump
exactly, do you get into the basket and then turn into a kitty? Or do you turn into a kitty and then try to jump into the...
Well, how tall is it?
I mean, it's probably about, again, 2.5 feet tall. It's kind of deep because it might hold a lot of things.
Okay. If it's like over a foot tall, then yeah, she'd get in first.
Okay.
And then be a kitty.
All right, well, you climb into the basket, and suddenly there's a light that comes up. What do you have holding on your person from the waist down?
Oh no.
From the waist down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's basically everything. Well, I guess technically not the quarterstaff that's on her back, but...
Okay, do you want to read it off? It's kind of generally.
Let's see. Her force
You just lost all your items.
force sack.
My important research right now.
No, she still has the spider chunks. The occultant abacus and the charm of restoration.
All right, you feel suddenly your waist becomes very lighter, and you hear bing. You now turn into a kitty if you want.
Might as well.
Bottom is open up with The bottom doesn't open up.
Sorry, what? In this case, no, the bottom doesn't open up. It kind of transports it now off of your person.
Rude. What's more valuable than a kitty?
They don't want you. Get over it.
So now Cat is sat in the basket. Little cute, adorable. You're so adorable. Do you want to like give me a performance roll for how cute you are when you blink your eyes? You can even have advantage because you're a kitten. Oh,
Very adorable.
just all floof and eyes, and green, bright green. All right, that was Shabara's turn. So that brings us to Perry. You and Mike are standing there next to the bars.
Dude. I guess Perry's going to try picking a couple up and run over to his barrel first.
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead. Drop in your bar. Bing. Okay. Anything else to? I think that's it. Your movement and your action.
Yeah.
You're all set. Okay.
Since everybody else seems to be doing their own thing with the chest, you know.
Tap of the order. Clue.
Clue is gonna inspect the mechanism and try and pry it open.
Okay. You can go ahead and give me an investigation check to see if you can figure it out.
23.
All right. You suddenly feel a jolt of electricity. Go ahead and roll me a d6. And you take 3 points of damage. The voice comes over the metal grill and says, "Participants are not allowed to raid the stores." And that's your turn. I'm so amused by all of this. Thank you, guys. This is like, I'm really having a good time. I hope you are too. Belvar. Yes, you feel compelled. It's compulsion come over you.
Thalvar wanders back over to the bookcase, grabs a handful of books, and starts heading back towards Mike's basket.
Okay. Well, you can get to the books and grab them, but you can't get back to the basket in turn.
Yeah.
Belvar, didn't
so
you
I said
already
start.
have something in your hand, though?
No, I'd already put those in my basket.
They started with their
Oh.
movement. That was because some people are switching it up and doing like other things and then starting with their movement and doing their actions. So that's why I'm reading out like what's happening next because I have to remember too. All right. So yeah, you hear you walk over. You don't hear the bing yet. Next up is Glimmer.
All right. Glimmer is going to cast Locate Object. And the object is she's going to do is anything platinum.
Oh. God damn it. I mean, that's a
Don't you hate us?
well, I mean, it's fine. It's a completely reasonable request, but I don't know which
Sure it
I have
is.
to do a little scan here to say all right, so you can go ahead and how does that spell work? You just is there any way you can fail it or does it automatically work?
No, you just know it as long as it's within like 1,000
Okay.
feet.
Okay, now I have to literally go through each of the bits in the room and figure out if any of them mention platinum.
It will locate the nearest object of the particular kind. If I'm going for kind as opposed to like, Mike's vest, I could locate that specifically. But if I'm just locating vests or clothes, then it's the closest one.
You notice that the only platinum you can see or sense in the room is inside of those gelatinous cubes. And only she knows that. Yeah. Is there anywhere you want to move with your turn now that you've done your action?
I'm not gonna go mess with her cube, so I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over to
There are two cubes. There are two cubes, one on each side of the room.
Oh.
Yeah, everything in the
All
room
right,
is
so-
mirrored. Like, so each of you basically have, like, each side of the room has, you could each just stick to one side, or you can move. But there's double the amount because there's two teams. If that makes sense.
I'll go over to the other cube then. Like, God damn it.
Right. So with your movement, you approach what you now know is a gelatinous cube with a suspended crown and scepter, tempting you over to them. All right, next up is Mike.
All right, I'm gonna see how many of the bars I can pick up.
All right, I need an athletics check from you.
Okay, athletics. Oh no!
For some reason, they're really this round. You pick one up, and it just slides right out of your hand, like and then it like yes. So maybe next time. Did you want to move anywhere? Or you want to stay where you are?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Then next up is Vare.
I'm gonna just open up the tablecloth and just start. First, I'll start chucking the gold coins in.
You can do everything. You can just chuck the whole. You can,
Okay,
it'll fit.
Okay. Do I need to open up those surprise bags to dump them in, or do
you want to take the time to? You can use an action to open them up and look at them, and then you would dump them in on your next round if you wanted to go through them.
Yeah. No. I'll just deposit all of them.
Okay. Then you hear bing, and they drop through the bottom. They're gone.
Okay.
And anything you want to do with your movement?
Because
you were there, right? Already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was there. Okay. Is anybody at that wizard station?
There are 2 wizard stations, and Thelvar has just collected books twice in a row from one of them.
Okay. I want to use my move action to go over to the unoccupied wizard station. And you said there's alchemical stuff there, right?
Correct, but you won't be able to check what's on there till your next turn.
That's fine.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay,
but there's books, there's potions, and there's equipment.
Gotcha. Okay, good. Thank you.
Next up then is Mara.
Mara looks at this that Latinus cube, goes, "Okay, friend, I'm sorry I have to do this, but I need this scepter so that my team can get points." And she shoves her hand into the gelatinous cube to grab the scepter.
Yeah, no problem at all. Go ahead, and it's no problem to get in. You feel the acid, starting to burn your skin. You grab the scepter, and then to pull it out, give me a strength check.
A save or just a regular?
It's a regular strength check. It's a DC 12 strength check. Oh, and it's just really, you're pulling on it, but it's much harder to get out than you thought it was going to be. It's really stiff and dense. So I will go ahead and roll the damage you take as you keep your arm inside, trying to pull out the scepter. Ooh.
That's okay.
Boom. Yeah.
I can live with that.
Okay. All right. So we're going to come back to you with your arm stuck in a gelatinous cube holding a scepter.
So I'm stuck in the cube?
At the end of your turn, yeah, because you're still pulling on it, right? I mean, it depends on if you want to let go and pull your arm out, or if you want to hold on and try to pull again your next turn. I mean, you could also pull your arm out, but you'll take the damage if you try again either way. You won't take more damage. You've taken the damage for this round.
Okay, cool.
All right. So then, next up after Mara stuck in a gelatinous cube is Hibara. Yeah, you're much lighter now, and you're in a basket as a kitten, and you look adorable.
And the bottom hasn't opened.
Nope. No.
So she's gonna try digging a little bit. As a kitten.
Kitten digging is the cutest.
Does the bottom open up?
You want to go ahead and give me an attack roll? What does the D20?
Shut up, Sirius.
I would imagine a kitten would have a strength modifier of like a -4 or something.
Something like that.
Kitten modifier.
Yes.
What is your kitten modifier?
Yes. You managed to scratch it up a little bit, and the wood is kind of cheap, so you pull up. It would give people splinters in their fingers if they went and robbed the bottom of the basket.
but the bottom's not opening.
No. You
We're
notice
mashing the kitten on fire.
okay. All right, she's a kitten on fire. Okay, that's your turn. I take it you're going to stay in the basket.
Yep.
Right. Welcome to Hibara Logic, everyone. Perry.
Oh dear. Okay, Perry's going to go back to the chest.
Mm-hmm.
And is Mike still there? Since
Mike's
Mike failed.
Mike, did you wander over somewhere else?
No, I'm still there.
Okay, yep, they're both
Probably
there.
use some help and do the next one with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Perry's going to try pushing the chest this time.
The chest of now 99 bars.
That's
That-
true. I've been playing heavy.
Okay, I just want to be clear what you're trying to do here.
Well, that was his intent to begin with. Get
Right.
enough people over and start pushing it.
Okay, yeah, I see. All right, so yeah, I'll just what would you like to do? Sometimes the DM asks what makes a statement with their questions. I
Yeah.
guess. Okay, I just want to be clear here. Yeah, so what do you want to do with your action?
Pick up some more buzz, I guess.
All right, give me another athletics check.
Ah,
Again, like Mike, for some reason, this dwarven steel, really slick, much slicker than you realized the first time. Maybe you're sweating, maybe you're a bit nervous, but this time it's beyond your grasp. You know, you just can't even get the one this time.
what did you do to it, Mike?
Right. All right, then we are back at the top of the order. Oh, how exciting! Okay, because I know how much time you guys have left. All right, next up is we're back to Clue.
Okay, Clue is just like kind of crouching down in front of this basket, just like staring at it. Just a quick question. The order of operations is it dings, then it opens, right?
It opens and then you hear a ding.
Okay, so in that case, what Clue's gonna do is gonna. Let's hope that works. Gonna flip a coin into the basket, wait for it to open, and as soon as it opens up, he's gonna summon a mage hand to just catch the coin inside of the mechanism.
Okay, but that seems like is Mage Hand a bonus action?
It is.
No,
an
no,
action.
dropping a coin would be. Dropping an item is a free action.
Okay, that's true. That's a good interpretation. Okay, yeah, so you can cast your Mage Hand and then drop the coin. So explain to me again what the plan is.
Yeah, he drops the coin in, waits for the bottom to open, and as soon as that happens, he's gonna summon his mage hand inside the mechanism to catch it. Then he's just gonna like move it back and forth, trying again.
So I'm sorry. For some reason, you lied at the end. Once it opens up and you catch with a Mage Hand, what you're gonna do when the basket's open?
He's just gonna move his mage hand back and forth, just like trying to get it to ding multiple times.
You want the coin to get like binged in, like it's getting counted multiple times?
Yeah, just like have it drop in a bit, then mage hand just grab it, and then just try and get it fast, whatever sensor they're using multiple times.
Okay, so is what you're trying to do here? Okay, what kind of coin are you flipping or are you putting in?
Just standard dragon.
Okay, so you're gonna drop a gold coin in and then try to get it to count like 5 times. Is that what the goal here is?
I mean, I have my mage hand, which takes a minute, so I'm just gonna spend if this works, he's just gonna spend the entire time just going up and down with that coin. So, how many times you gonna be able to get past it? I don't know. I don't know much how time is.
I think I have a metric to do it. I think I can work this out mechanically. Yeah, so one is a free action, which you don't have to roll for. The other one is you automatically cast it. So what we need to know is once it lands on the ground and opens up, how many times in 60 seconds can your mage hand move up and down?
Yep.
With the coin? All right, roll me 3 d20s. 60 seconds in a minute. So. All right.
24.
Hey, you hear after it closes again, you hear bing. All right. Anything you want to do with your movement this turn?
I mean, he's spending the rest of the minute of this trial doing the coin up and down, so all of his turns are done now.
You're just gonna sit there for the rest of the time now and bing it up and down.
just moving that coin up and down.
I have to give you points for ingenuity. That's not a solution that ever crossed my mind to get points on the board. Okay, that is.
With the DM, clap our hands.
I'm thinking like a god's eye view of the situation with the burnt baskets, Clue binging away like up and down. It's a kind of rude gesture, honestly, that I'm kind of picturing his mage hand doing.
Yep. About right.
This is chaos. All right, next up after Clue is Thelvar.
Thelvar, with an armful of books, wanders over to Mike's basket.
Oh, you're there already, so this is your movement. You already went there for your movement so that you could dump it in this time. I don't want you to just use up your movement when you already had it.
Okay, yeah. Dump the books into Mike's basket. Ding, 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 ding. And it's going to head back over to the mage station, ready for next turn.
Okay, gotcha. Next up is Glimmer. You're confronting another gelatinous cube, aren't you?
Yeah, delightful me. So which of the things binged is platinum? Both of them?
There's faint amount of platinum in both of them.
Faint amounts. Oh, good.
You can say by looking at them that there's quite a lot of like gold, and there are like it could be silver or platinum, and some precious gems, but not that many.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself and go for the scepter this time.
Yeah, you plunge your hand into the gelatinous cube, grab a hold of the scepter, and now I need a strength check to see if you can pull it out.
Question.
Yeah.
Can I combine gelatinous cubes?
No, they're on the opposite sides of the room.
Oh, I'm not going to do it. Like, even I can't imagine this would do it, even if I had a 4.
Yes. So, yeah, it's for some reason, I don't know, the crown maybe was just easier, but the scepter seemed to be more difficult. So, as you reach in, grab it and yanking on it, trying to get it out, you are also taking 10 damage. All right, then next up, are you gonna stay with the gelatinous cube? You're not gonna use your movement this round?
I'm gonna get away.
Okay.
Like, as soon as I see it's just way too much for me, I'm just gonna go, and I'll go over to the banquet table.
Okay. Yeah. Then the next round you start at the banquet table. Mike.
All right, I'm gonna look at Perry and just be like, buddy, I think this might be a doomed effort. I don't think this is gonna work. And Mike's gonna head over to the gelatinous cube, and after watching Glimmer go for the scepter.
All right. Yep. You dig your hands in, plunge your hands into the transparent gelatinous cube, grab a hold of the scepter, weighty in your hands, and you try to pull out. Give me a strength check.
16.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah, that's it. That you manage. It's kind of tough for some, like it's just like a really sticky, but you do manage to pull it out. However, during the course of the time it takes you, you also end up taking. Did I just roll that? Yes, 12 damage. Sorry.
12 damage.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's a lot of damage.
Mike,
For a
come to
wizard.
me. Come to Mara. She'll heal you, but you got to give her the gelatinous cube.
Gelatinous cubes are huge.
Next up,
I think you're underestimating how big gelatinous cubes are.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. There's plot for like the regular game for why I need the gelatinous cube, and I don't care what the DM says. I'm keeping the cube. I will.
Unfortunately, we're already ahead of this situation in the regular game.
I don't care. I want the cube. I'm keeping the cubes.
Yep.
No. You got if you want to get healed, you got to bring me the cubes.
They're huge. You can't carry cubes. They're like 5 by 5 feet.
God damn it, R&D, bring me the fucking cube.
All right, so that was Mike's turn. Also, you hear from again the voice from the metal grate comes through, saying, "Associates are notified that all treasure removed from the testing room will be transformed into venomous acid-fused spider bees."
But it's a cube.
Also, spider bees.
You may get something better.
All right, that was Mike's turn, right?
Yes.
You're so mean.
Vare.
I just want a cube.
Okay, so both of the gelatinous cubes have been looted, correct?
One has a scepter
No.
in it, one has a crown in it.
Okay, but they've both been looted, correct?
Well, I mean, half of it is gone, but it's not like the cubes have taken much in the way of damage. So it's not like they're falling apart. They look fine. Just
Okay,
without loot.
but the treasure that was inside them has been removed in both of them, correct?
No. Each
Oh,
one.
okay.
Only one treasure's been removed from both.
Gotcha. Okay, so on the mage's work table,
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for. There's one simple thing that I'm looking for. And that is sodium bicarbonate.
All right, you.
Oh boy.
You can check the equipment, I guess, or there are potions. Which do you want to try to? Oh, I guess the equipment is actually the physical pieces. So there are only potions on the table.
Okay,
There are no
But,
powders on the table.
gotcha. Okay, so looking at the potions to see if there's anything useful there.
Okay, so to do that, you have to do an Arcana check for me, or an investigation check.
Okay, 1 second. Right now, Anna. Okay, so
Arcana
Hail
16.
Mary.
Yeah. You're looking at them. It's kind of difficult for you right now. They're a bit dusty. Maybe if you took some time to wipe them off, you could get a better look. Right now, they all just seem to be coated with dust, so it's difficult to differentiate anything between them.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll continue to kind of investigate those.
So you start your next turn with an investigation. Okay,
That's fine.
you can do that. Yeah. Mara, what are you doing? And also, what are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
Bonding with cubes? Is that okay?
I want the freaking cube so I have something to dispose of all of my bodies.
Oh God.
Come on, just let me have the cube.
All right, so it's your turn. You know that it doesn't communicate in any language that you've tried.
I know, but I want to feed it. Let me feed it. Let me feed it bodies. Come on.
I mean, you're just basically asking God, but God helps those who help themselves.
Yes. And I'm trying to help myself to a cube, and you're not letting me.
No, you have to give me creative solutions. These are problems. These are challenges. Do you want to do a pass and think about how you could reasonably take a cube home with you and propose it to me, and we'll figure out some rules?
I'm trying to put it in my pocket, but
Well,
first
what
I
would
gotta
you?
get the scepter out. I would totally put it in my pocket. I'd totally shove it down my shirt if I could.
What would you have to do to get it in your pocket? That's the question.
Well, first
Cubes, I think you might be able to cut it up into smaller pieces.
I don't want to.
Just if you want a smaller cube, that might be a potential solution.
How big is
To cut it up
Later.
Mike would be willing to help out with trying to cut up a cube into smaller pieces.
How big is the cube I'm currently
We
holding?
put some of the food at it, and it'll come in for you. Here, the actual food.
That's true.
There's no.
I like how my team members are totally not helping me out here. Guys!
You're basically arguing with a giant invisible wall.
Yeah.
Just want to point this out.
Kristi, how big is the cube that I thought was just the size of a kitten? Actually,
It's probably. I mean, I don't know if I have the specific dimensions here, but
Is
I'm picturing it being 6 feet tall. It says the cube takes up its entire space, so it's like a 5 by 5.
Oh, so it's actually like probably like the size of like a horse.
Well, no, I'm kind of more imagining it as almost like a pillar with almost like sort of rounded off squares that sort of occupies a space and kind of goes up but stops 5 or 6 feet up.
Yeah, it's a small horse, but yes, but
Thank you.
but very cube, but very cube shaped. But yeah,
Yeah, because
small.
horses
Things
are
aren't
going the
small.
wrong direction. I think more like I don't know, like sumo wrestler.
In this conversation.
Sumo wrestler. That would be better.
Kristi, you don't understand how funny that is. The horses are going the wrong direction. I'm like, that's why they don't get used in the Grand Canyon, because they'll walk off the cliff.
Animals go in the wrong direction can
Yes.
create interesting things. I mean, a pig going the wrong direction became a creeper.
True. Yes, you should cut up into small pieces or try
Okay,
to.
now that I know that, okay, I'm like, I thought it was like the size of a kitten. I'm like, ooh, kitty cat.
No. Like you could walk into them, like, and they could fully immerse you, and there's still room. Like you could be floating in them, and there'd be room above you and below you.
Yeah, a kitty cat that contained a crown and a scepter inside it. The scepter
Yes.
would be bigger than a kitten.
Kitty cat. It's a fat kitty cat. I mean, have you seen some of those cats? They're like huge. I was just thinking it was a really fat cat. I'm gonna turn that into a song. He's a really fat cat, fat cat. Anyway, I'm tired. I want to go home. Wait, I am home. Oh my god. Oh,
So
it's been a
Kelsey's
week.
turning into Phoebe from Friends.
R&D's like, she's already been there.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, question. If I do cut up the gelatinous cube into littler cubes, will it turn into a big cube?
That's how they reproduce. They reproduce by budding, or by smushing together.
And if you attack
Ye
a
old god.
cube, it will probably attack back.
That
I'm
is.
not worried about it. I have a sword.
Describe to me what you would like to do.
Well, first off, I'm like I'm arms deep and
Oh, did you plunge your arm in this move?
No,
No,
they
I'm still
plunged their arm
stuck.
in last move and is still
Oh,
holding
right,
on
that's
to
right.
it.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's why I have you guys. I can't remember what 8 people are doing. Okay, I guess Thalvar's better. You're better at me, Helena. Who's doing what? Yeah. So you're arm deep.
I'm still
You got the
stuck.
scepter. Yeah. Are you gonna
I
try to?
did. I'm gonna try to pull out again.
Yep. Go ahead. Give me an athletics
I-
check or strength
not
check.
Only am I, yes. Not only am I Phoebe from Friends, I'm also 12. There we go.
Yes. Yeah. You managed to pull it out. You've got it out now.
I'm like, ooh,
So-
shiny.
You also have your movement, which means you
Well,
could get to your basket this turn.
Well, I'm already at my basket.
No. When you went over to the cube, it takes a movement.
Oh, I'm stuck in the cube, so I couldn't move to my basket.
Correct. And you're also going to take damage as you pull it out this turn.
I already took the damage.
No, you took that last turn.
You take damage each turn you're in contact with it.
Okay.
But you've got it now. So,
Yes.
okay. And
You have to
then,
roll me more damage.
yes, we have to, this time, you pulled it out faster. You didn't have to wrestle with it. So it was only 7 this time. You kind of got going on the last run, and this time you kind of like put your, really put your core into it and leaned back.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
So now
you have
I
your
go back.
movement.
I go to the basket. Dump the scepter.
Yeah, you'll have to dump it in the next round. That'll be your first action because you get an action.
Well,
and a
no,
move.
I was still stuck in the cube.
And pulling it out was your action, which you did a
Right.
check for.
And dropping an item is a free action.
Okay.
Right.
Fair
I
enough.
dropped.
Fair enough. You can drop it in. Yep. You hear
Yep.
bing.
All right.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna go back. So my next move is gonna be going back to the cube and cutting it.
Well, that will have to wait.
I know.
Okay.
That's what I said. That's
Next
what I
move. Your next move. Got it. Okay.
So R&D. Your best
You
lady
gotta
demand.
ask Mike.
I know. I'm just saying, your best lady is demanding things of you.
Okay. Hibara, you're a cute kitten on fire.
She's a cute kitten on fire, and she wants in this trapdoor.
Okay. Are you setting the basket itself on fire?
Well, she's dealing damage to it.
Okay. How much damage does she deal per round? You want to roll for it?
One
Is it
fire damage.
God, I
Just
wanna
one fire
She just
damage.
deals one fire damage as long as she's touching it.
Okay. All right. It's
And
going
on.
to take 1 damage this round.
And she's just sort of going to jump up and down on it.
All right. You can jump up and down. There's your movement and your action. So
Yep.
you do that, and you know it's taken 1 damage. Next up is Perry.
Well, 2 damage. 1 from last round, 1 from this round.
Oh, fair. Yep. Yes. Okay. Got it. Perry.
First, Perry will shout, "There's 2,000 gold left in this chest." Then he's going to go to the other chest and do an investigation to find out what's in that one.
Oh, the other one of bars.
The
other chest,
mirrored.
yes.
It's got the same thing.
Exactly. It's got this exact same thing.
Ah,
But
Don't
you
waste
can
an
give
action on it.
you can give me an advantage. You can give me an investigation check, but you're going to get it with advantage because you've already seen this before. You've already successfully identified.
okay, I'll just go try and pick up bars. And see
Actually,
if
you
we
know
can
what?
think more.
You've seen it. Honestly, you literally just made the check. I'm not going to make you do it twice. So when you get there, you're like, oh, this is the exact same thing.
So yeah, try and pick up some bars.
All right, give me that strength. Athletics. Sorry, an athletics check.
Yeah. 16.
Yeah, nice. For some reason these seem drier. Maybe they powdered them, or there's more dust or whatever. But this time you managed to stack up 4 in your arms.
Wow.
Okay. Now remind me, had you done your movement at the end of the
Yes.
last turn? So you still have your movement to go to your basket this turn.
Just on the movement to get to the other chest.
Oh yeah. Oh, the movement was you're right. Oh, you were that. Okay, so you cross the room and then you pick things up. Okay, so you'll start with heading toward your basket the next turn. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Clue.
Actually, considering Mage Hand has 30 feet while he's doing the thing with the coin, he's gonna walk over to Ibarra's basket and just kind of look at the kitten.
Okay, give me another 3 d20 rolls. Here, bing. Next up then is Silvar.
Thalva, now free of the suggestion because he's fulfilled it by helping, is going to do an Arcana check on the potions.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Your roll? Yes, it's a very good roll. Alright, so when you take a look at the potions, they're difficult to identify, but you know that at least 3 of them are worth 150 gold pieces each.
Okay.
So that's your check.
Mm-hmm. And he's not going to go anywhere this turn.
Okay. All right. Then next up is Glimmer. Where you headed over to? Where? The banquet table?
Yeah, the banquet table.
All right.
And I'm just gonna grab as many cups, plates, silverware as I can. Just sort of grab an armful of them and head right over to my basket.
Are
Okay.
there 2 banquet tables?
Yes.
Okay. I thought there was just the one in the middle.
No. Basically, everything is mirrored so that there's an equal. Basically, one of these is supposed to be for one team, so I've doubled them because there's 2 teams. Otherwise, you guys would be fighting over stuff on the same tables. That didn't seem.
Which
yeah.
we already are, honestly. So.
Well, there's enough to go around. Like, no one has to push anyone away or do. I mean, yes.
To be honest, there's only like 1 full team actually going for items at this point.
This is true.
Okay, so what you can see what Glimmer can see when she gets to the table is that there are 4 serving platters. There's platters and there's plates. So, what What are you trying to pick up exactly? I want to be no.
So is there just platters and plates?
So there's
Is there,
serving
like,
platters, plates. There's also cutlery. There's glasses, napkins. However,
Right.
as you get closer, go ahead and okay. You don't have to make an investigation check. You automatically see that someone actually ate food and they left it behind, and it's completely greasy.
Ugh.
Right, so you're gonna try to pick up how many items? Oh, actually, I can tell you how many items you can pick up. You need to do me a dex save.
a dex save? Okay.
All right, so you can go ahead and stack up 4 items.
Okay. And is everything covered in grease?
Basically, all of the serving stuff is covered in grease.
All right. So I will grab 1 platter, 1 plate, and 2 pieces of cutlery, and just run over
All right.
to my.
Unfortunately, it's so slippery that you end up dropping the plate on your dex save. But you managed to get 3 of the items over.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Oh, and then also, as per the rules, which is fair, and I didn't really think about free actions, are you then moving over to your basket?
Yes, I'm moving over to the basket.
Okay, so since I did it for one group, or for one person, I'm now going to do it. If you want as a free action to drop your items in, you can.
I do.
All right.
Free action, in it goes.
Bling! Okay.
Then I'm like, bleh.
Yeah, your hands are kind of gross now. It's, I mean, adventurer's life, glamorous. Okay, next up, Mike. Magic Mike.
All right. I cannot take more damage, and no
I
interest in
told you.
cubes.
Mike, come tomorrow.
I'm gonna go to this side's magic table.
You should come tomorrow.
How big is the table?
Come tomorrow.
When you say the magic table, do you mean the wizard's alchemy thing?
Yeah, the wizard's alchemy thing.
So it's a small table. It's not like, a big grand thing. It looks like it's just sort of like a normal desk size work area.
Okay.
And again, there are books, equipment, and potions.
All right, I'm gonna take my free action to drop.
Yeah. But were you going to the one that Thelvar was at, or the one that Vara was at?
Oh, you guys are both there. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of jerks.
I can also tell you, that the one Thelvar is at, like, Thelvar visited that one a couple times, whereas Vari, just moved across the room to the other.
Okay. Whichever has more stuff on it.
I mean, it's not unreasonable that if you saw Thelvar at one station, you'd go to the one that was the least used. So, yeah, you can go over to the one where Vari is.
Okay, and then I'm gonna push the whole desk as far as I can towards my basket.
Okay, now let me most of the gear. Okay, let me use an alternative thing here to figure out. Okay, so you're gonna try to push now. What is on the tables are equipment. There are several pieces of magical equipment. And also there are several potions and the desk itself. So when you start pushing it, it's going to be. Let me just check over here. There is a. Okay, I've got the strength athletics check, DC. Yep, you can go ahead and see how whether or not you can push the entire table and all of the equipment easily.
12.
Yeah, it moves, but on the stone floor, everyone in the room can start to hear and the table legs, the vibration as it kind of skips over the various paved stones, starts sending vibrations up the whole table. And you can see the equipment is starting to like shimmer, like move across. And you think if you keep doing this, like I'll say you got about 10 feet, but you're starting to notice that things are moving to the edge of the table.
How close did I make it to my actual basket?
Your movement is 30 feet, so you've got like another 20 feet to go.
Okay.
I mean, unless, like, I would think that after you did that for a while, you stopped because it got...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take whatever my 10 feet for this.
Okay.
For this round.
Yeah, movement. Okay.
Yep,
And
all.
that was it?
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Vare, Mike is moving your table. There's still the books on the bookshelf, but he's just taking all the equipment and potions with him.
Okay. I was just kind of like, where, huh? And I'm just like, look, I can help, Mike. I can help you. If we can split the stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all for the team, right?
It's all for the team. I'm just helping you get it closer to your basket.
Okay.
Pick a basket, doesn't matter.
So here's what I do. I splash water.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, again, elemental attunement. I splash water on the feet
Okay.
of the table, and then with my move action, I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on the legs, basically on the water, basically cover the feet in ice.
Sure. Okay, then is the idea here that Mike on his next turn would get advantage in pushing?
Yes.
Yep. Well,
Basically, I'm icing them up, so just go whoosh, slide it right over.
and then
Nice.
Mike can do that with advantage next time on his turn. And that's are you gonna stay in that area? Are you gonna move anywhere?
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to basically assist, try
Okay.
to stabilize, like
Help.
kind of like keep my arms around all the things so they don't fall off the edge.
All right. Very good. All right. That is your turn. Excellent. I like the teamwork. Mara.
Mara walks over to the slime and goes, I am sorry, friend, but I need a little bit of you so I could take you home and feed you lots of food. She pulls out her long sword
Mhm.
and makes a and cuts it.
Okay. Yeah.
Ah!
Honestly, its AC is, I guess it's a fail, isn't it? It's a crit fail. But
yeah.
It's a crit fail.
yeah. So the first time your heart is like, oh, it breaks your heart a little bit, and you sort of like at the last minute you pull your swing, and it goes harmlessly by. You're gonna have to steel yourself for another attack. You really want it so much, but you don't want to hurt it. It's hurt so good. Okay. Tough love.
But then she also looks at. She says, "Reproduction. If you need healing, come to me."
Okay. All right. Yes, you put something in your basket. I just wanted to check before we moved any further. That is your turn.
I had. Yes.
Anything else?
Yes.
You want to stay there and try again for the next time? So no movement.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
all right.
going to get my piece of slime.
Hibar.
Yeah, Clue's leaning over the bucket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So in her bouncing, she probably would have noticed him being there.
Yeah. She's bouncing up and down, so she's
So
jumping over the lid of the thing. She'd see the big green tiefling.
she glanced at him and glare, as cats do, and then paw and scratch at the base of it.
Mhm. All right. You fall through.
Finally.
And suddenly you feel a jolt of like lightning electricity burst through your body, and the voice comes over the metal grate. Participants are not allowed to loot the stores. And I go ahead and I'll roll damage for you.
Okay.
6 damage.
Well, Hibara's Hibara again.
Okay, you are now stuck in a tube.
I love it. I love this. I love this.
Yeah, but you'll be taking the lightning damage each turn you're stuck
Yep.
in then.
Yes. I didn't make you do this.
I disavow these actions.
All right, you
Oh,
are stuck.
boy.
That is your turn. It's a good thing Clue's there, is all I have to say.
I
He
mean,
was-
To help her.
I mean, he needs to stop doing the coin thing to help her, though.
Yeah, don't stop concentrating. All right, Perry. There is chaos going on. There's another basket on fire in the corner of the room. It's not near your basket. It's fine though. What would you like to do with your turn?
Oh, well, first I'm going to go to my basket and dump the metal.
Oh, you're 4 bars, right?
Yep.
Right.
That's 100 gold. That's a good haul.
Ding.
Then Perry's going to go over. So I get to use another movement instead of an action and go over to Mike and that table.
Okay, so you're dropping your stuff, and then you're gonna go over by Mike and Vare, where they've got the table full of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. And all right. The voice comes over the metal grate. Time is ending soon. Sorry, your time is ending soon. Then we're back to the top of the order. Blue. You just watched Hibara as a kitten slide down, and then you see what you recognize as the kind of like electric energy that you felt when you tried to fuck around and you found out. And then instead of being a fuzzy kitten, now you're just looking up at Hibara stuck in a tube at the bottom of a burning basket. It's amazing the sentences you put together as a DM.
Yeah. I'm going to use the fact that I have Master of Tactics and I can actually use my bonus action to help somebody. So I'm going to be helping Ibarra while still doing the coin thing.
Okay, give me a 3d20 die roll. Oh, nice one. Friendly. We're advocating in the 30s.
So you have advantage on getting out next turn, Ibarra.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out because this isn't in the manual.
You don't say.
You kind of think if you give
Help
people
us all.
electrical damage, they're gonna cotton on.
Nope.
But no, not my group. Not my group. Okay, then. All right, so that was Clue's turn. Next, we are to Thelvar.
You created these monsters, by the way. You let us get away with so much.
Thelvar grabs the 3 potions that are actually worth something and heads over to his basket and drops them in.
All right, you hear bing. And that is your... Next up, then, is Glimmer.
All right, so Glimmer can see right next to her. All right, so the mage hand guy and the kitty guy, are these, or I don't know what their genders are, but
Yeah, Hibara is a
people.
her. Yeah, Clue is a he.
All right, so Clue and Hibara, were either of them involved in hurting any dinosaurs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. They were the ones who murdered the
Only
dinosaurs.
hit Mike.
No, that was,
All right.
that was them.
So seeing that Clue is very distracted,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Guidance on myself and
his coin.
steal his coin purse.
Oh, on his pocket, on his waist. Excellent.
Right.
Yes. You can go.
No! Fucking shit.
All right.
That
So
would be sleight of hand against my perception, I assume.
Well, and I would assume that you have you're like mage handing on one, looking at
yeah,
your friend at another.
Disadvantage.
Like
Yeah.
honestly.
yeah. She's got an excellent point. I think that would represent the odds in that situation. So yeah, you can go ahead and do sleight of hand with advantage. Or he has to. And you roll.
Sliding in 22 and a D4.
Oh goodness. Ooh.
Bullshit. No.
Okay, so Clue, what? Clue, what do you have on you and your terms of your cash? Your coins.
At this point, I have 18 gold, 9 silver, and 4 copper.
You had 18 gold, 9 silver for cover.
It is now
I hate,
in my basket.
Ding!
I hate everybody. All of you. I hate you all.
And you have no idea what happened to it. It just,
It's just
you'll
gone.
never know. And after that, I kind of walk over and say, "Oh dear, what will I do? I don't know. I got time."
That's funny the way you guys fuck each other over. Okay.
He hurts dinosaurs.
Yeah, I understand. Right,
That's true.
Clue haven't hurt any dinosaurs. You only shot up Mike.
By the way, Clue, this will carry over. You will have empty pockets when you get back into the real
There you go. Fix it now. Good thing you
Okay,
weren't
and
fucking
Habar
forward.
has nothing but her staff. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, yes.
Oh.
Minimalist. Okay, so that's Glimmer's turn. Mike, you are trying to push a table with advantage
Yeah.
and
I'm
help.
gonna do that
So
and help.
yes, so the way that I'm gonna do help is Vare, what is your athletics proficiency bonus? Or your athletics bonus? Is it like a 2 or a 0 or a 1 or a 3?
My athletics is 2.
Yep,
two
so you
bonus.
can add 2 to that. So you get
Okay,
the
so
advantage
22.
and you get her helping. So you get
That's
22.
22.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely push it over and you're able to get the table over to the smoldering basket area, which it's a good thing they had the names of each of you not on the baskets, but on stands behind the baskets, or you guys wouldn't know whose basket was whose anymore. So
All right. And I doubt I have enough action points
well,
to do
you
whatever,
guys have
but
you've pushed and that's your kind of like your movement and your
Yeah.
action.
okay.
But in
So
your
next time I'll start shoving things in there.
exactly. All right. So, this is ridiculous. This is so much fun. Vare, you are I take it this is your turn where you're helping Mike and your movement is also getting over everything on the table safely over.
Yeah, I'm assisting this round.
Okay, and then also you're moving with them, so all of you are
Yes.
going to end up there. Okay, cool. So that's your turn, Mara. You're going to be attacking a gelatinous cube. I have to go to a different page.
Yep.
Okay.
Trying again. Going, you motherfucker!
Yeah, you definitely take a massive swing. You hit it. You slice into it. And can you roll the damage for me? All right, 5 slashing. All right, I'm just gonna do this on your turn, because yeah, it is gonna attack you. Like it's kind of like one thing to goose it up by putting your hand in it, but you're like attacking it and slashing damage. So, let me see. It gets okay. Sorry, so many things to keep. I've got a pen in my mouth right now. Okay.
I just wanted a piece. Did I take a piece off?
Well, no, there's a certain amount of damage you will. I've got in my mind a threshold of damage you have to do before it falls in half.
Oh, fuck.
But
Alright,
I don't
well-
think. Yeah, it reaches out with its pseudopod and swings at you, but a 10 does definitely not hit you. You manage to
Oh,
dodge
no,
out of the
not at
way.
all.
Yeah, you definitely step out of the way as it tries to attack you. But you have done 5 slashing damage.
Yeah, she's not trying to cut it in half. She's just trying to cut like a corner off.
Okay,
Yeah,
is
I'm
that
just
what you're?
gonna take a little bit.
Okay, then I will. That's not enough damage to like. So you're sort of like going for an upper corner X section. You're
Yeah,
like,
I'm just taking
Get a
a,
half.
like not a big, like not trying to cut it in half, just trying to take like a little chunk.
okay, so like a sort of the way that you would chop down a tree, but you're doing it at the top of the corner of a gelatinous cube.
Yes.
All right.
Like not trying to chop down a tree, like trying to let you like know how like if you take like an axe to a tree, it take like you act like the first chop will like pull out like a
Yeah.
corner.
Exactly. That's also an
Yeah.
I'm
Egyptian
thinking like
feat.
one of those katana cutting through a bamboo wrap
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, it's a diagonal cut.
Honestly, I'm
Yeah.
toying with the idea of just like letting you have it because I want to figure out how you figure out how to get that shit home. But we'll see what the dice do. We will see what the dice have to say. All right, you did your damage though, so you're all right.
Thank
Next up is Hibara. Yeah, first you need to take damage. So I'll go ahead and roll that. You get another jolt and another 5 points of damage. Now what are you gonna do?
Describe how big this tube is.
Have you seen-
Describe the situation I'm in.
Have you seen Die Hard? Have you seen Die Hard?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to picture John McClane in the frozen TV dinner box of, except it's a little bit more oval as opposed to being square. But you're wedged, you're wedged in there because you fell as a kitten and then went full grown into, both directions. But your head isn't you went sliding in. And so you are probably a good, like, if you reached up your hand, you could probably, like, Clue could probably reach through if he's willing to take some damage for crossing the barrier and help pull you out. But you feel pretty, like, if it was looser, you would be sliding. So you're kind of wedged.
What is the slope like?
It is it's hard to say degrees. It's not 90 degrees. And okay, here, let's do it like this. Let's do it as figuring out like a clock. So if the angle would be at like between 7 and 8 o'clock, like it's a downward slope, but it's not a drop straight down. So you're sort of, on a incline upwards, but I don't know the degrees of that because I didn't. Well,
Let's
sure,
yeah.
Perry, nerd.
Or another way of thinking of it is 45 degrees off of the horizontal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Whatever works for you. None of that makes sense to me. Those are just words. That's magic.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
How-
Yellow submarine.
How big is it?
Again, if you think about Die Hard, how John McClane had to like keep his arms together and his shoulders were sort of touching the edges and his hips were touching the edges. But he could scooch forward. The problem is you are on that incline and it is very slidey because it's not meant for humans. It is not. This isn't meant for fucking people. It's meant for metal objects. They
You're
try to
not gonna
keep
be
you
able
out
to
of
slide down.
Yes.
Could a weasel slide down?
If you wanted to
no.
slide down, you absolutely
God,
you could
damn it,
absolutely.
Habara.
Although I think with your wild shape, you called Grizzle since you renewed, and then you also went into a kitten. So how many times?
Mhm.
Does
But you can
I thought you said things reset at the end of the rooms.
No, that was only after the first one.
Yeah, you guys didn't really like get any attacks after the dinosaurs. Yeah, you got your asses kicked. But with the other ones, no, you didn't have that. You're gonna have that at the end of this one. You were supposed to have it at
Okay.
the end of this one, where you have lunch and healing potions. But
Okay. All right. Then yeah, she's just gonna have her arm up and extend her arm to Clue.
help!
I give you. Hello, I am helping you out with my bonus action. Just gonna try something. I'm not using action. That's no problem.
So what should I roll for that? Athletics?
Well, I can say that you can reach up as a free action. I mean, I don't really see
Oh, I
that.
know. I mean to help pull / climb out.
Oh, well, he can help you on his turn.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I did.
you would be
bonus
helping
action
him,
also.
not him helping you, technically.
I don't want to use an action. We're going for
This is
it.
arcade,
It's almost
guys.
done.
This
It's
is
almost
arcade.
done. Just wait a second.
So I mean, yeah, I kind of think of you as in some ways restrained, but you can reach up, but you're not like where the angle. It's too slidey for you to climb up on your own. You can't get a good grip, and so you can. You're lucky you can reach up to don't have to have a rope down. Yeah, but yeah, you can reach up sort of your hand to the top of the opening. So
yeah,
you're
so she's doing that.
okay. So you're gonna basically try to help him on his next attempt to pull you out. Got it. Ibarra. Perry is up next.
There's a table of stuff, Perry.
And yep,
Yes.
and baskets with each of your names on it.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
So on this table there is alchemy equipment and there are potions.
None
They
of
don't
them
know
he's
what's
going to
what.
know too much about, so he's just going to, in his mind, he's going to divide it into thirds, and
Okay.
push one third into his bowel.
All right. So of the things that you divide into thirds, which of the things do you grab? The equipment or the potions?
Harry would probably lean more towards the potions, because again, alchemy's not his thing.
Okay. Right. You can go ahead and grab a third of the total, but it disproportionately favors potions when you do it. And I assume you're gonna take that and drop it in your basket.
Yep.
Okay. You hear a ding. Okay. Did you want to do anything with your movement, or are you gonna stay by the table?
I'm just going to stay there.
Okay. All right. Okay. You hear a voice come over and say, "Final round." Okay. Clue.
We're just gonna go so to come on, look, it's one more round and it's done. Okay, he's gonna bonus action healing word.
Okay.
So heal 5 and then and then it's gonna continue doing the coin thing.
All right. Give me your roll. I'll leave her there. 42. This really shows you who your friends are.
He healed her. That's friendly.
All right, that is your turn then, Delvar.
Okay. Being there's no time to go get anything else, Thelvar sees what Clue's doing, so he has Aloysius hop onto the side of the basket, puts 5 coins in its beak, 5 dragons, and has Aloysius kind of peck up and down, doing the same thing that the mage hand's doing.
Okay. Yep, so you can go ahead and give me your rolls.
So yeah, 3d20 times 5, I'm assuming.
Right, so that's 210. Am I doing the math right? Times 5? Oh, that's 48. Sorry, I thought it was a 42. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
28 times 5, 40, or 140?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what that is your you go over there to do this. You go over to the baskets. Got it.
I was at the basket anyway because I had just
Okay.
come over to drop the potions in.
Okay, got it. Next up then is Glemma.
So Glimmer had walked away. I didn't specify where to.
Oh, where would you like to go?
I guess these two guys are like they brought a table really
Yes.
close.
Yeah.
So while they're holding the table, she's just going to grab a couple things off it and put them in her basket.
Okay. When she's grabbing things, there's equipment left and a handful of potions.
She'll grab a couple potions.
Okay. No equipment?
Actually, yeah. I mean, maybe she'd grab a little equipment. I don't know. Like,
A potpourri
what
of
would she
things.
look at? Let me look. What is the equipment shiny?
Okay, you can go ahead and if you want to, you can do an investigation or an arcana check.
Just throw everything in there.
I'd recommend
Hold-
you should if you can do an arcana check, I would say do an arcana check.
All right.
That's the best.
10.
Yeah,
Nope.
they're really kind of hard to tell apart. You think that they might be worth some money, but it's kind of difficult you're not quite sure how much.
Yeah. I mean, she would grab whatever is shiniest. She's basically a bird.
Okay. All right.
So if the equipment is like made of a shiny metal, she'll grab it.
Got
But
it.
if it isn't, she'll go with the colorful liquid.
All right. Yep. You can go ahead and do that. And are you gonna be able to? Are you gonna be able to get there though to the basket? Because you.
Yeah, I mean they.
Oh,
pulled
they
right
brought
over
it to
It's
you,
there.
right? Because you're all in that area now. Everyone's swarmed around the basket area. Got it. Got it. So you pick stuff up and just chuck it in. Okay, got
And then
it.
I smile and say thank you.
Perry's divided it in thirds. Now it's in fourths. All right. Bing. Okay. Final round for Mike.
I'm gonna move as much stuff as Mike can shove into his basket as possible.
Okay.
What's left of his third?
Or whoever's basket is closest. Honestly, I don't think I think we've shoved it over to Vare's basket. So
Yeah, Mike's got to try and throw some alchemist potions into a burning basket. Go for it.
pretty much.
Vare, are you gonna also on your turn like do the same? Because I can just combine. You can if you're gonna dump it into one basket, I can just combine your move.
Yeah, I'll just assist Mike.
Okay, so that lets me figure out how much goes into your basket. And you hear bing. And then we come to Mara.
Okie dokie.
What do you? Oh, you're swinging. You're swinging. That's it.
I'm still swinging. I just want the little chunk.
Yep. You definitely hit it.
How do I do that again?
And your
It's like the same exact numbers. I just want a little chunk.
All right.
Tiny chunk.
Slashing damage. It's going to try to attack you again. +4 to hit. 16.
All right. That hit.
Self-defense, you know.
Yeah. Not gonna argue with
All
it.
right. And for that, oh, it's the same. The same as when you reach inside of it. You take 8 damage as it smacks you, like, sort of right in the shoulder. Ow! It's acidy pseudopod.
Okay.
Does she get a corner though?
Not quite yet. But you can say so. In terms of your progression, what you're seeing is that the slice that you're making in the top corner, it's not like coming back together. But you think that you probably, at this rate, you'd need maybe 2 or 3 more whacks to get that corner off.
All right. And just so everybody knows, I'm at 2.
Health?
Yeah.
That's silly. Okay.
I mean, like I said,
I feel like you're
Hibara's
making
at
some poor
4
life,
times,
Mara.
so
Yeah. Hibara's kind of stuck in an electrical tube right now.
Yeah, but she's at full health. She was only slightly not at full health, so like she did not need that heals.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
clue.
I was keeping it a secret. I wasn't expecting the additional 16. I saw the 12 and went, ha! You didn't hit me. You just missed me. And then you were like, oh well, he gets a
+4.
+4.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you.
So if Glimmer saw that she was like at death's door, she'd probably healing word her.
Yeah, but I also tried to kill the dinosaur.
You did try to kill the dinosaur.
You actually saw like the only person in that race from our team who did not try to kill the dinosaur.
Well, after this,
Me, he was in that race.
Yeah, but Glimmer, it's okay. I can heal myself.
All right.
take it as an action. All right, so that was my turn. Hibara, first you're gonna take more electrical damage. So let me roll that first. 3 more damage.
Oh no.
Routinely, it's trying to get. It doesn't want you there.
Mildly
Wait,
uncomfortable.
can I actually heal myself?
All right, so yeah. Is there anything? I mean, you are stuck. Your pockets are empty. Clue is just telling you, hold on a second. Just hold on a few seconds. What would you like to do?
And I'm still on fire.
There's a
Go
phrase you
on.
don't hear.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess I'll just chill. We're fine.
Okay.
Yep.
You notice a little bit that the heat of your body is starting to like the metal around you might be expanding a little bit. So keep an eye on that. And
Made out of
finally,
aluminum?
I guess so. I don't know. Hopefully you'll get out before I pick up on that threat and we don't have to go figure it out.
Oh no.
Perry, it is your turn.
Harry doesn't know what to do now.
Glimmer, I will take you up on that healing, please.
Hey.
I don't think I can actually heal myself. It says a creature.
That's you. You're a creature.
You're a creature.
Yeah, you can hand of healing yourself.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Never mind. The general consensus is I can do it to myself.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And
Now
when-
they-
Unless it says a creature that's not yourself or
It does
another
not
creature.
say. It just says I could spend a key point on a creature. It does
Yeah,
not
that
say-
includes you. Unless it says like another creature, in which case
There says it does not say that. Okay.
we should be able to.
All right.
And later on, when you can do flurry of healing blows, you can do that on yourself as well.
Okay.
Smack yourself. Perry, you should shove things into the baskets.
Is there anything left on the alchemist table to shove in the baskets?
Yeah,
Nope.
half the table. There's like half the equipment and half the potions. Because you
I
took a
thought Mike
third.
and-
Oh, Mike dumped
I
it. All,
thought-
they dumped it all in. Yeah, it's all gone. Sorry, you're right. In the last round.
How heavy is the table?
Too heavy.
It will not fit into that.
Are
You can
serious?
certainly try. So
You have issues lifting the frickin' whatchamacallit. The what? Yeah,
The
I
bars.
can't talk.
Bars of
Bars.
steel.
I don't know. Does anyone else have something shiny you can snag from them? Because they're all distracted by being stuck in tubes.
We're dying. Don't steal from me. I'm dying.
Well, you decided to go one-on-one with a gelatinous cube.
You couldn't be helping me. Shut up.
A lot of people made a lot of bad choices today.
all right. So sorry,
Right,
Perry. Tell me what your final action was going to be.
Okay. Perry can see that Mara, was it, is having trouble with the cube?
Yes.
Yeah. No. Yes, Mara. Yes, Mara. Correct.
Yeah.
I thought you said like tube as in she's stuck in one. I was like, no, that's Hibara.
Just
But
got
that's-
trouble. In that case, Perry's going to go over and try and help her put this thing down as he sees it.
Oh, okay.
I love you, Perry.
Yeah, you move over to the gelatinous cube that Amara is hacking away at. What would you like to do? You see that she's sort of breaking off a top corner. She's focusing her blows on the top corner.
In that case, Perry will use his short sword and, despite being rather short, will try to help.
I just want a little piece. Just a little piece. That's all I want. A little piece.
Yeah, but Perry's only 3 foot tall. He's going to struggle to reach that corner.
Well, Mara, that's all Mara is saying. She's just like, I just want a little piece.
Right. What's the attack stuff then?
For your short sword, are you proficient in it?
Short sword.
It'll be like a d20 plus your proficiency plus your dex or strength.
Yeah, I'm just checking. I can't see if I'm proficient in it, sorry.
You
Um,
probably are if you have it. Like at this low level,
Yeah, I would have thought.
take a weapon that isn't
what's
you're
your class
proficient
again?
in.
Rogue.
Yeah, you definitely
Yeah,
are
yeah,
proficient
yeah.
in
Yeah,
like
so,
short swords and finesse weapons.
so sorry, what was that roll again?
D20.
20 plus your dex mod plus your +2.
Your proficiencies.
Yeah, at
Mm.
level
Mhm.
4.
Yeah, you smack the crap out of it. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Which is a 1d6 plus 4 piercing.
Yep,
Nice.
that's correct.
Look at you go.
And where do you direct your blow?
As best you can towards that corner to try and
Okay.
help her slice through.
Okay, yeah, that makes a difference in the effect. So that's 8 damage. All right, you're noticing actually. So yeah, Mara, Perry comes, like climbing over, going, "I'll help," and takes a big whack. Right, also, as you're pulling away, Perry comes in with his short sword, using the space that you've created, nails it perfectly, and like breaks into it and gets like another. Basically, you think now you're down to one more connection, and that corner is off. All right, and
My hero.
okay, so the voice comes over the grate and says, "The round is over. Calculations will begin." And at the far end, I should have said, okay, this is the order. It's Glimmer, Vare, Abs, Perry, Mara, Clue, Thelvar, Hibara. Glimmer, you can start to see your basket. Yours was never on fire, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, you can start to see your basket shake as you hear this sort of metal noise going ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. And then there's a pause, and it says, "Thank you for your participation." And out of the basket, the bottom drops out and shoots out from the bottom of the basket. I didn't make this up. A gold medallion. It says
Woo!
"winner" on it.
Oh, thank you everybody. I couldn't have done it without the very poor decision making going on in this room today. I'm a bird though, so I'm good at collecting. And I
How much was that crown worth?
You want to know just
Don't let Perry see
metagaming?
it.
You want to know how much they were metagaming?
Yeah.
1,000 gold pieces
Nice.
each.
The crown?
Mm-hmm. And the scepter each. All right. The next it starts again. Ka-chink, 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 ka-chink for Vare. Okay. So I'm gonna pause this because I think because it's going down the line and it's calculating each of yours, I want to do 2 things in the time period since we're out of initiative that I think would happen. One is Mara will want to take her attack on the gelatinous cube, and Clue might want to help his friend.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll give him the opportunity.
I could help. Yeah.
Now that it's over. So we'll start with Mara. Do you want to do your final attack? The armor class is 6. Like, it's so easy to hit this thing. So if you
Can I
hit
first heal myself?
Oh yeah, you can do an action. You can do that as your action this turn instead. Sure.
Well, reproduction, get over here.
Perry is there to help you. He's
I
attacking it
know,
as well.
but I'm also demanding reproduction to help me.
Okay. So you shout reproduction, and you're gonna cast some sort of healing on yourself.
Can I do Fury of Blows first?
How does it work
Am I
with
allowed?
barbarian, with monks and key points? I don't know how it works with.
Okay, key
Ending.
points.
Mhm.
So if I do an action, Fury of Blows will allow me to do two armed.
You will be hitting acid, jelly acid.
I know.
Okay. 'Cause-
So basically, what it will allow me to do is will allow me to do my attack,
Mhm.
and I will take, instead of doing 2 unarmed strikes, I will do healing hands and an unarmed strike.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, I was gonna
you
go to
have-
R&D because you know better.
I think how
R&D.
it works. He's not here at the
Oh,
moment.
sorry. Okay.
God
Sorry.
damn it!
Your
But I
voice
think how it
tricked
works
me
is
for a
you have
second.
to do the healing hands, and then you could do the 2 punches after that.
I would recommend that.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can do both healing hands and the flurry of blows at the same time.
It actually
you
said like
can.
that.
You can.
You can.
At the level they're at, they can only do 1 healing hands per flurry of blows.
Mhm.
Okay.
Later on, you will gain the ability to do each punch of a flurry of blows as a healing hand.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Yeah.
I find
you
monks
learned
in very
something.
complicated.
Yes.
Oh, R&D's back.
It was added in Tasha's.
Oh, okay, that was the update.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, and I got special permission.
Yeah, the DM approved Tasha's.
Yeah.
All right, so do your thing.
Okay. So first, I am going to attack. Longsword.
Okay.
Bap.
Yep, that hits.
All right. Give me my little piece.
Yeah, it with 8 damage, if the corner falls off.
All right, but because it gave me my corner, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna do my healing hands.
Okay.
I'm just like, I just want to walk off the field.
It's all right. There's a nice box lunch after this.
1 plus 2, I get a 3. So I'm at 5. I'm good.
As long as you
I'm
don't take
struggling.
5 from its attack when it attacks.
Yes.
So do you want me to role play how I'm getting?
Oh. You think about that for a second, because we just had your attack, so I want to. So yeah,
Okay.
think about how you're gonna do that. We'll come back to you. I think Clue and Hibara probably want a resolution of their situation too. So gonna go in order. All right. So it's all done. You see that these machines, you can see the baskets are shaking. You hear like ka-kung 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 sound, and they're working their way down the line. So Clue, you've got Hibara's hand from out of this burnt ass basket. What do you want to do?
Need to figure out something that isn't athletics, because that's not gonna go well. He's not good at getting people out of things, unfortunately. So I mean, he's gonna have to try athletics.
If you're good at acrobatics, what I suppose you could do is grab hold of her hands, put 2 feet on the basket, and try and backflip off. That's an acrobatic movement that would hopefully pull her out.
I mean, if that counts, I'm
Oh, never mind.
gonna roll my acrobatics if I just do something weird.
If you want to try to basically, instead of using your core strength to pillar forward to actually grab it and try to do a backflip to get the core, your whole body movement into it, yeah, that would definitely be an an acrobatics roll that you could do rather than a strength check, because you're trying to use dexterity and sort of like the center of gravity to do it rather than brute strength.
Acrobatics. Woo. Good enough.
You are so fucking lucky, Clue. 17 was the number I had in my mind. This was not an easy check. She is wedged in there.
I am glad I made that suggestion.
Yeah, because my athletics would have been at a -1.
Yeah, I can imagine Thelvar walking over and go like, no, just like use the core of it. You arch your back, you arch your back a little bit as you pull up, and use that force to pull her. Oh, Clue's like, oh yeah, kind of like when I'm doing this. Okay, so yeah, you guys watch as Clue reaches forward. By the way, you notice that this time when you cross the barrier, there isn't a shock, so you don't take damage. And you get a good hold of her hand and pull. Hibara, you guys hear a squeak almost, like as the metal, and this on fire Hibara, with empty sacks around her waist, comes flying out. Yes,
like a pop-up pirate.
Yes, and she and Clue just sort of tumble back, but they don't take any damage from that. You guys. Slay me. All right, problem solved. Mara, get back to just finish up the Mara drama. All right, you now have a piece of gelatinous cube. I guess Perry, to be fair, Perry, do you want to take another attack on this thing before because she's hacked off a piece of it? So.
I suppose the question is, does it counterattack her this turn?
Well, at this point, it's her turn, so if she attacks it, it depends on what she does. So if you want to wait and hold your action to see what she does, your attack, I'll allow that. If that's what you
I'll
want to
try
do.
and get a bit of a distracting attack first, so she doesn't get hit again.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
That makes sense.
Yeah. She kind of already had her turns.
Ah, well.
Well, yeah. Nice. Okay, roll your damage and double it. For 14. Yeah. So you also, like, you start next on the next section. You start, create another big crack. And that is your turn. And then I guess I'm going to have to, if you attacked it, then it's going to need a turn. So, yeah, it's going to reach out and try to smack you now that you've smacked
Run
it.
away, Perry! Run away!
You're so brave. Run away.
Run
Pseudopod
away, my
comes
friend,
out.
it's not worth it. No.
And I'm sure that's going to attack. So, yeah, it smacks you, slaps you right in the face. Ow. I have like a sunburn now on that side of your face for a little while. Take 10 damage. You have acid
Only
damage.
9.
Okay. All right. So back at the torched baskets. It should have made them fireproof. All right.
Fireproof.
All right. So okay. Next up is Vares. And here. Your basket is kind of damaged, so out from the bottom, like stuff comes flying through a copper medallion.
Okay.
Right. Next up
Catch
is.
it.
Oh, yep. Go ahead.
Quick question. So is Hibara still stuck in the?
No, she's out now. She and Clue. Clue used his body weight to pull her out, so they're both like now kind of like sprawled out on the floor, but not hurt.
Okay. And they're trying to engage the cube that's trying to murder us now.
Perry went and attacked it and got attacked, and Mara. Well, what I'll do is, sorry, I did invite Mara to speak, and then I forgot because I know you guys are all waiting for your results too. So how about this? Can I get through the results and how everybody did?
Okay. Yeah.
And
Got it.
Yeah. All right. By the way, I should probably read this out too. The voice says, "Glimmer, 1,169 gold pieces." For Vare, 330 gold pieces, and get your copper thing. Mike, Magic Mike, 5 gold pieces, and a sort of like wooden medallion gets shot out, and it says participant. The only reason you had anything in your basket was because Thelvar put some shitty ass books in there that actually weren't even supposed to have any value.
Sure.
So, I mean, you at least got your participant thing. Harry, Harry, 250 gold pieces and a copper medallion shoots up. Mara, from across the room, you kind of hear this, names being called or whatever. You hear your name. Mara, 1,000 gold pieces, and you're not stood at your basket, but a gold medallion shoots out and clatters on the floor in front of it. Clue, 150 pieces, and out shoots a steel medallion. Elvar, 360 pieces, and thunk, out comes a copper medallion.
I should have more than that. Because there was 3 potions at 150, 1 book at 150, and 1 book at 80, plus my coins.
Well, the coins. Oh no, that was the basket. Sorry, I was trying to keep track of everyone. Can you say that one more time? I thought I had this right. I have 120, 100, and 140.
I grabbed the 3 potions, which you said were 150 each.
No. They're a total of. I think they were only worth 100. They were 100 each. They just confirmed that. Wizard's Lab. The books. Okay, it was a book worth 80 and a book worth 120, and I didn't write down the 80, but I wrote down the 120. 80, 120, and then you had 3 potions. 100, and what else did you have?
The coins that I had.
The ones that were running. Okay, yes, and that was 140, right? That was what it multiplied out from to 140.
Mm-hmm.
0 for 500, and for 500 over 500, you get a silver medallion.
That's better.
Hibara, the machine you were just in, you hear it kind of kink and kink, 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 kink. Error code,
She had a
error.
couple of magic items in there that should fetch a few.
I know, right?
And
You have some things on your person.
out shoots a participation medallion.
Oh.
All right. Yes. And then the door opens up in front of you and it says lunch. Or sorry, there's a door at the end and it just says lunch. Mara, thrill us all. Mike has just been attacked by an acid blob.
Perry.
No, Perry.
Perry,
is
sorry.
fine. I'm nowhere near that.
Right,
Because-
correct. Yes, Perry, my mistake.
Mike can't be. I can't trust Mike ever again because he doesn't know how to be backup.
So Perry's just because his face has now got like a sunburn on one side where he got slapped by the pseudopod. And we've got this chunk of gelatinous cube on the floor.
I reach down, pick up the gelatinous cube. Oh, please don't hurt me.
Take damage.
Yeah, you're immediately gonna take damage.
Wait, no, I have gloves on.
But they eat through the
You don't
gloves,
have-
babe.
Yeah, those gloves only protect you from
From
fire,
fire.
not from acid.
Yeah.
Oh my god, those destroy the gloves, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
All right. So are you?
Oh.
I
no.
don't. I don't know what the AC on the gloves are. Are you picking it up with your gloved
Are
hands?
they magic?
Yeah, they are magic.
Magic things seem to be rather destructible by like normal means.
It probably
Well,
wouldn't
that-
destroy them, but it would definitely damage them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're brass dragon scale.
But with like a fabric weave, so they've been woven into the gloves. Kind
Yeah.
of like a little filter or filling. Not filling. What was the word I'm looking for? I don't keep. All right. So are you picking? So if you want, I mean, I can give an AC for the gloves to take damage if you. But okay, if you wanted to pick it up, what would you were gonna do with it after you picked it up?
I was really finding a bulb and taking damage. Oh my god.
So you put your hand down on and you notice. I'll just say you put your hands down. You notice that the gloves immediately start to react to this chunk of cube on the floor.
I don't even. What do I have on my person again?
So I'm also gonna say I think that this is fair. Your gloves are 25% damaged, which you can go to Avi and Ember,
It will repair them.
and they
for me.
will repair them.
Yeah.
So just make a note that they're 25%.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you guys want to go through the door while Perry, do you want to keep attacking the thing now that Mara's like trying
Nope.
to interact
Mara
with
looks at
Right.
Perry. You run. Go away.
it?
Don't
Thelvar
attack it anymore.
Thelvar walks over to Mara, who's like looking perplexed as what to do with the piece of gelatinous cube. Takes out a healing potion, his last healing potion, hands it to her, and says, "Drink that. Put it in there."
Clever. Mara downs the healing potion. What does that give me? Where am I
It's
at
at
now?
1d4 plus 2, 4. Just potion of healing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I should have that memorized, but I think good DM. Potion of healing 5e. Then the internet. Yeah, 2d4. Okay, 2d4 from a potion of healing plus 2.
So 7, 8, 9.
Hey.
I'm at 14. Woohoo! All right, and then Mara puts it in a glass. Takes it and goes, "I'm sorry, friend," and puts it in the glass bottle.
Okay, how are you going to get it in the bottle?
Well, she's holding it
It's
in her hand, so
Okay.
she's
I'm
just
holding
like
it in hand
shoving
and
it
like,
in.
So you're
I'm
gonna
just
pick it
gonna-
up with the gloves and sort of you're gonna engage with it again. Is what I'm asking.
It's a
No,
tiny.
she already had it. That's
I
how
already had it in my hands. I picked it
Okay.
up.
she picked it up, which
I
is
know
how
you
she
don't
took
have to get
damage,
so
and now
aggressive.
she's gonna.
I know. You don't just shout. You don't have to shout at me. My understanding was that she touched it and then she backed off of it to stop the continuous damage, and that's what I based the 25% on. But if you're going to hold it for longer while you pour it in, not just pick it up, then there will be more damage, but it will be about the same. So you can.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So the gloves are to 50% while you take the time to pour it into the glass jar.
Yes.
All right.
So pour it into the glass jar. I mean, I've dealt with gelatinous things. You don't normally pour it. It's like
Yeah, gloops.
it gloops. There's a lot of like just putting her finger and yeah.
Mhm.
It looks very sexual, but it's not.
Okay. And
It's sexual, but it's sexual, but it's like the least sexy thing in the entire world.
okay. There's also still water and bits of charred wood and stuff that you can sort of clean the acid off the gloves near the burning baskets. If she wants to try rub it on the stone, get it off the fabric.
Mara, like as she walks by, she's like rubbing her hands on like every single surface that isn't like human or like sentient.
All
But
right.
then she looks around and then like shoves the glass bottle in her dreadlocks. And then like just shoves it around and like that's why she has big hair. It's full of secrets.
I assume at this point Clue would have noticed the fact that his pouch is gone.
I would imagine. Yeah, you probably would notice that sometime between the
He's gonna walk-
dinosaur races and here, pouch is gone.
He's just gonna walk up to the enemy team and go, "Okay, which of you fuckers stole my pouch?" Just see
That's
if
what
any.
you get.
It probably fell into the bin when you were in there.
I check.
A deception check, I guess, Mike, or performance. You want to try to like? I don't know what you're like. How you do it?
Nope.
Come on, fucker, don't try me.
Hibara leans around Clue. He wasn't in the baskets. I was, though. She's still on fire, by the way.
Oh god.
But I'm looking for my fucking gold.
I don't have it, so good luck. Good luck with that.
I mean, doesn't matter if you have it or not. I want it back. So you either give it or we have a problem.
Mara catches up with them and then she kicks Mike in the back of the head, like kicks him in the back of the legs. I asked for your help and you don't come anywhere. Back.
All right.
No,
so, sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I mean I don't know who you are.
I
You are a
don't
bunch of
care.
weirdos who killed dinosaurs.
Really?
Like,
Like,
I don't know why you
motherfucker.
expect me to help. I don't.
I
know
go
you
up
all.
to Mike and I say, "Oh, don't listen to these people. They can't. They act so crazy and then wonder what happens."
I know.
It's
You
just-
jump into baskets, you light things on fire, you kill dinosaurs, and then you're like, "Where did my gold go? I don't know."
I checked you, motherfucker. I know you're lying.
Right, honey, let's just go get some lunch and not pay attention to these crazy bastards anymore.
Clue just draws his fucking rapier at this point.
I mean, you
One thing
can.
is
Yeah.
it's one to think I'm a fucking moron.
Yeah. No. Mike's is gonna walk away with.
Hand
And
in
he's
hand
gonna
with
take an attack of opportunity.
Hey, Glimmer, what did you get a medal?
I did. It's so pretty. Look, it's
Oh, I totally
gold
forgot to
and
pick up my medal.
glitter.
And
Oh, what
All right.
what kind is it? Is it the silver kind?
Gold kind.
Excellent. So Kristi,
Mhm.
the copper medal that I have.
Yeah.
I would like to basically want to take a like a super fine, like cutting edge of a stream of water. And I just want to take the copper metal and whack it in two,
Okay.
and I want to hand the other half over to Mike because I couldn't have basically I couldn't have won without Mike.
Aw, oh, that's nice.
So, yeah,
Aw.
this is partly yours.
Mike is currently in a fight.
Yeah, so Clue is
If he's running talking away from me, I'm taking an attack of opportunity. God fucking hell.
all right. Clue is taking an attack against the person who did not steal from him. But okay, go.
He's
Terrible.
lying to him. That's the real fucking
Oh
crime.
my god, how is this my
16.
this is my team. Did Mara go back and get her medal because she totally forgot to get
Yeah, it's
that.
on the floor. It's on the floor.
All right.
All right. Yeah,
Shut up,
I'm
Julie,
I'm gonna
fine.
cast shield as a reaction to that.
Okay, and that makes your AC.
18.
Yeah. So yeah, you try Clue, and it bounces off. He just sort of
Nope.
flexes
In that
his shoulders.
case, if he can do that reaction, I can use my favorite by the gods on that 2d4.
Oh, that's that.
So-
You've already rolled. You the results. The results are already in. You're
If you
like,
get a reaction, I get a
pushing it here.
reaction.
I'm gonna do a reaction, and then when I know the results, I'm gonna.
Yeah, no,
If
it
you get to
doesn't.
do a reaction after I've already rolled, I get to do a reaction as well, man.
No, you already did your
So-
reaction. Your reaction was attack of
It
opportunity.
was an attack. Yeah, that is a reaction.
Yeah,
Yeah, but my
there's only one reaction per.
by the gods if I attack.
But is it a reaction to your attack? Because if your attack is already a reaction, you can't do 2 reactions.
Yeah,
It's not a reaction to my attack. It's just a thing I can do on an attack.
If it's a thing you can do on an attack, you can. I wouldn't recommend escalating this. But if you want to do that, you are
Back,
absolutely
Kristi.
free.
honestly, I think that is not like I. It's up to you, Kristi. I just don't think that's correct because if he can do that as part of his attack, then he should have said that before
No,
doing
it's
the
if you
attack.
have fail a saving throw or miss an attack, I can trigger it.
Is it a reaction to trigger
Not a
it?
reaction, it's just a thing I can trigger on failing an attack.
Which rules is written, he would be able to top it up after he missed. I mean,
Mhm.
I've seen that done with other types of
Yeah.
bonuses. So,
Alright.
all right, so you
Like
get
a
an
ritual.
extra 6. So Mike tries to flex it off, but Blue pushes forward and manages to pierce the skin. You go ahead and roll for damage.
If Clue just attacked them,
Yep. Am I gonna have to put you guys in separate rooms?
Yeah.
kind of. I'm gonna
Okay.
need a dexterity save
Okay. Well, first of
from
all,
Mike and who's ever standing next to them.
I really don't want to do PC on PC. The dinosaur thing was one thing, but it's
All
kind
he
of
needed to do was admit he was lying.
he didn't know who stole it, so technically he wasn't
Yeah,
lying.
I wasn't lying.
because he didn't see it
I
either.
don't. I don't even know who stole it. I didn't know your thing was stolen.
He actually doesn't know what happened.
That
So-
is true.
I mean, don't. Admittedly, if that's the reasoning, then none of this should have happened because my inside check wouldn't have mattered because he just
Well,
doesn't know.
Yeah, that's your inside check. You did that.
Well, I mean, in terms
Yeah,
of like,
I
his,
got inside checks and then you counter roll deception, performance. But
yeah, just to
I
see how
assumed
convincing
I
he was.
reading something off of you.
Okay, let's all have lunch. So you walk into the lunchroom, and you see a table where there are basically like sandwiches that are arranged on platters, which are clean. One says cheese, one says egg. There's also some salad. There's some like water and orange juice and fizzy water. And then there's also some desserts set out. And after the desserts, there are let's see, 4 times 8. There are 32 bottles of potions of healing set after the dessert. And then also you can see next to the potions of healing are envelopes that have writing on the front. So you guys can go and kind of help yourselves to the sandwiches and the water, and anyone can take as many healing potions as they need to kind of top up.
What are the healing potion stats?
They're the
These just
basic,
regular?
2d4 plus.
But we can
2.
take as many as we want, so we can
Yeah.
just top off, right?
Yeah,
Rather than just roll each of them individual until we get there.
correct. Yes.
Quick question: do spell slots come back or no?
Not right now.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys sit at different parts of the room, and everybody cools off.
Mhm.
Blue, you can check the contract for your documancy about any losses of property while engaging in team building exercises. Right? Hibara is also going to be interested, like, how do I get my stuff back? So you guys can figure out, like, filing a report and offering a receipt, and then like for lost property or damages in the course of a team building exercise, there is insurance for that.
Can Mara go sit next to Perry?
Yeah, sure.
Because Perry is now Mara's hero.
Yeah, he's still got a little bit of redness, but it looks a lot better after the heal.
All right.
All right, does
So
anyone...
we're topped off
Yes.
on healing.
Yep. Okay, so...
And do I get my key back?
Not yet. I will tell you when you guys top up on
Okay.
your...
Awesome.
You're not far from the milestone, but you haven't crossed the threshold.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, in the room, like I said, you guys looked at dessert, sandwiches, food. Again, there's a box stood there with envelopes. There are 8 envelopes and writing. As you make your way past the dessert, you can kind of see that your name is written on each one of them. Sorry, your name is written. Each one of you has your name written on an envelope. That was more.
Basically, Glimmer just eats just the desserts.
Okay, smart.
and goes and grabs her envelope and looks at it.
Anyone else going to be grabbing their envelopes?
Yeah, I'll grab it, or I will.
Okay.
Yeah, Thalvar's gonna grab all the egg sandwiches and eat them, and then go get his envelope.
Right. So,
Mara finds what looks to be Thin Mints
okay.
and Oreo cookies.
Yeah, nothing like that, but they do have some really dried, slightly stale chocolate biscuity cookie kind of thing.
Are you telling me this world does not have Oreo cookies?
Not here anyway.
Kristi, I'm throwing rocks at you right now. Shut up,
No.
serious.
No, this is basically like they would get the equivalent of like the giant bag from Walmart. It's just the generic
Yeah.
cream-filled cookie.
And
basic.
they're not even called like something. They're called like creamers.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm expecting. Like I'm expecting generic Oreos, like generic brand Oreos. Like they're called creamers. Like I'm not expecting Oreo cookies. I'm expecting stale black cookies with cream in the middle. But I am expecting like generic brand Thin Mints.
No Thin Mints. None to be. Have to be.
Mara looks around, sees nothing she likes, throws rocks into the air, hoping to hit God, and then goes and sits down next to Perry and just goes, "I hate this world." But not before grabbing her envelope.
Okay. So as each of you, what you
All
see.
right, wait.
Oh, sure, yeah.
If Glimmer saw this, she would say, "What are you looking for?"
Thin Mints, Oreos, tagalongs.
I can make some of this stuff minty.
No, you don't understand. They they don't quite taste like mint, but they don't taste not like mint. They taste. All I know is they're crack. You can't just eat one. And then you end up eating the whole sleeve. And the next thing you know, you gain 20 pounds all because of some girl selling you 6 boxes. And like Mara is just like in like foodgasm.
All right, I'm taking out my handy haversack of herbs or whatever it is. I forget. Haver's handy spice pouch, and I say, sugary minty crack. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Give it to you. And I don't know.
Is it a pout? What is it?
It's like it's literally just it's a seasoning.
It's a seasoning. So Mara like sniffs at it. Close. And then she like she looks at it, sniffs it, and then takes it like those stupid kids who decided that like trying to do the cinnamon challenge was a good idea. Close, but not close enough.
Sorry.
Clue, because I'll say you kept a contract of the thing that you signed. Do you want to give me a documancy roll to see if you can find the section on lost property and damages during the course of official Solutions Guild business?
What would that be? Just standard?
What was the documancy? Was it like an intelligence roll with an advantage?
Normally it's intelligence, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's okay because it's a pretty basic. The sections are pretty well headed. And what you find is that because both you and Habara registered with your paperwork, then what you can do at the end of the day is, and anyone can do this, if there is any personal property that was lost and damaged, and then there's a comma, like especially if anyone decided standing in a basket in the rags to riches race was a good idea. If it's on record that it went there, then they can give it back to you. But you just have to fill out a form and send it into head office.
Habara have registered though.
Did you sign your Yeah, you had to sign a contract to get in.
She did.
Yeah, she put her mark on it.
You actually signed a contract?
Everyone did. Like the first session.
Yeah.
All had to.
Literal start.
Yeah. So
I'm just shocked because Habara doesn't sign anything.
She signed all the things already, just in the village.
So it all looks like scribbles to everyone else.
Yeah, she had to sign, otherwise she wouldn't have got through the turnstile.
Oh.
Correct. The liability waiver was the key in this instance to get through. Yes, there is a clause in there because they know exactly what is in the rags to riches room, and anything extra that they find in there isn't like it's not part of theirs. So they will know exactly like what's not meant to be.
So would he tell Habara this?
Ooh, would you tell Habara that? I kind of figured you guys were all eating together. So.
Why wouldn't he tell her that?
So, but don't climb into baskets.
She doesn't really care because she'll tell him, "Oh, I don't really care about any of that. I can just get more stuff."
I mean, yeah, but like you could get more stuff while still having your old stuff, though.
Could you do it for me? All the
Sure.
paperwork.
I mean, I wasn't gonna let you do it now, would I?
Okay.
There's so much love in this team.
That's why Mara's sitting next to Perry.
So you're sitting at our table. You're sitting with the enemy table.
No, she's not sitting with the enemy table. She's sitting next to Perry.
They're battle mates.
Perry munches on cheese sandwiches.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are all feeling kind of relaxed. You notice as you spend your lunch hour, feel like you have all your slow spell slots back. Consume your food, and each of you, when you look at the envelope with your name on it, it is a rather expensive looking paper signed with sealed, I should say, with purple wax, and there's a sigil pressed into the center in that wax center. When you pop it open, magically, like an illusion of streamers goes off, and you hear. Inside, the text on it reads, "You are cordially invited to attend a murder. I, Elminster, will be hosting a murder mystery party at my home in Baldur's Gate. You are invited to attend this event and help solve the case of my untimely demise. We will start this evening with hors d'oeuvres and mingling, followed by a spectacular dinner prepared by my personal chef. After dinner, you will find me dead, and it will be up to you to determine who amongst my guests is the murderer. I shall endeavor to play the best corpse I can, but you must excuse the occasional chortle as you stumble through my clues. Winks, Elminster.
I've read this Agatha Christie book.
Whereas I've seen Clue.
Ah,
This is what really happened.
I've seen Knives Out, and Mara puts her blade on the sword, on the table.
Right, so
I could be punny too.
I kind of didn't expect the chase to go quite that long. It got more complicated than I expected. Do you guys want to start this and split it in half, or do you want to stop the session now and think about trying to? There are two more things I want to do. This and whatever comes after this. But it depends on how much free time we have. We've kind of already been going for 3.5 hours, and this is a whole new thing with new people to meet and a whole new situation. It's not going to be like getting across a 15-foot gap. It's going to be a bit more involved with that. So
I personally have to get ready to run my game.
Perfect. So ending now is a good time. Okay.
Yeah.
Ending now is a good time. All right. You guys are all invited to a murder mystery dinner. None of you are going to be the culprit, so you don't have to argue. There's no there's no competition.
In my anyway.
I was gonna say that has never stopped us before.
All right, then. Again, I over-prepared material. I think R&D knows how that feels. And I'm sorry things got tense, but the rest of it, you guys were hilarious and fun and really embraced the spirit of it and got all cheeky, and it was all meant in good fun. And I hope you guys did enjoy yourselves because you were all kinds of silly.
We had a good GM.
The reason we get all tense is because we're cheeky.
That's true.
I mean, the only reason a certain somebody decides he wants to attack all the things is because he is our rogue.
I mean,
and he has to compete with
a rogue that got stolen from. That's like attacking his own.
Stealing from him is one thing, but
poor man has to compete with chaotic evil characters now, and is basically going to end up becoming the responsible dad.
I mean, literally, our entire party is chaotic.
Yes, you guys are a challenge.
People.
And Felvar's the only good one.
Yeah, in the game Chris is running, everyone's like communists who don't care about money. And then here, everyone's just like, let's set things on fire.
We are working very hard at stopping things being set on fire.
True, yes.
We are going on a whole journey to stop people being set on fire.
Which is the total opposite of what we are at this point.
Pretty much.
But Mara, R&D, I will send you the video of why I really, really wanted the gelatinous cube.
All right.
I'm sure you got
gelatinous cubes are good. They're much bigger than you think they are.
I didn't realize how big the gelatinous cube was until I was like, Kristi, you need to tell me dimensions, because I just assume everything is the size of a cat or a dog.
Otherwise.
Being that I have dogs that are both over 50 pounds, I still assume most dogs are the size of a Chihuahua. And R&D has met my dog. Mm-hmm. He hasn't met the other
They're chunky boys.
One of them is a chunky boy. The other one is made out of fucking water.
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to find ways to challenge me as a DM with your creative thoughts on how to use your new gelatinous cube.
And yes, yes. I also want those brass knuckles, Kristi. I
Well,
want the brass knuckles.
that might be a quest. You might have to be a quest. That's fine. Zelvar's also got a quest to go on to help something with the poltergeist that runs the tavern. But yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, dang it! There was something in my head. It's gone. Oh yes. The gelatinous cube is just going to be added to the blood vines and the shrieker alarm mushroom from the underground that they already collected. So.
Lith has a quest for Thelva.
Yeah, because you wanted to find a way to create a magic item that would allow Lith,
Yes.
to communicate without having to, with a color spray of words, which I love the idea. All right, yes. So, 2 more things, and then you guys are done. The murder mystery you've just been invited to, and you are again. Everyone's back up to full before you leave to go transport over to Baldur's Gate to do that, and then the last encounter. What will I have? All right. Well, the silliness.
Be very afraid.
To be honest,
At this point, I'm not afraid of anything when it comes to Kristi because we just create more havoc for ourselves at this point.
Yes. The number of times I create a non-deadly encounter that you guys turn into a deadly encounter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Hibara deciding, no, I am going to go down this tube. I'm like, there's nothing about this in the manual. Like, what is the most reasonable thing to happen? What would they do? And there was another room where they had this, like, if you tried to leave without doing something that would shock you, I'm like, oh, that'll teach them.
No.
Not my group.
Nope.
Not my group.
Nothing.
They're falling forward to success.
Fail forward.
And then, of course, at the time, she set the chief guard's gloves on fire to prove that she didn't need to leave her weapons.
Yes.
I am a weapon.
Right. I'm like that makes sense.
But also the
Oh,
peeps, I want
God.
to say, the idea about icing up using water and ice to push the table forward was very clever, because otherwise everything was going to go everywhere.
I
So
was just like, she is aware that water alone isn't gonna help, like, make
Oh.
that thing move.
that was so
And
clever.
then she added ice. I was like, oh.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you do it.
Mhm.
And the thing is that your athletics rolls, those gold bars, yeah, you could have held up to like 8, Mike. If you
Yeah, I don't. Those were just really bad rolls.
Yes.
Like, oh well.
I'm sorry, guys. I really have to go, though.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you for your time,
Bye.
Take
Chrissy.
care.
Have a good one, and I'll also end the stream here. So goodbye from me and goodbye from the party. Say goodbye, party.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, they all did the bit, even Christiosity. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Okay.